Yo!
What up?
I was like, yo, this is a show about Tamara Morrison and Joss Whedon.
That's what it is. Tamara Morrison fighting Joss Whedon. Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Who's going to win? Oh, yeah. Who goes to the back to tank first?
And we're going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett a little bit later on because I have my gripes about the show. I'm not a huge fan of it so far. I think it could be a lot better than it really is or than it has been. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. We're also going to talk about some Ayer cut news, some Deathstroke movie news that would have been really cool. Talk about a little bit of MCU and a few other shit as well. But the main topic of the day is, of course, the scumbag himself, Joss Whedon, has returned to limelight in an article from New York Magazine. Now, guys, have you guys had a chance to read this article, all you guys?
No, I'm reading it now.
I just became aware of it with like 30 minutes before you went live. I was like, wow, he really is doing this now.
I mean, he's been in hiding for a while, and you know, he went to somebody. I don't know who, but he went to somebody. It was like, yo, I think I've been in timeout for long enough.
Teddy.
Chubby Teddy!
What's up, guys? How's it going, chat?
How's it going?
What up?
I'm going to skip my workout for this one. Gotta love the madman. Oh, wow. You can work out and listen at the same time. You know, I want you to stay healthy and avoid
I skip all my workouts, so
Max works out diligently every day mentally.
Not really. No.
So this Joss interview basically made Ryan without Johnson look like like a John freaking Snow. Pretty much. I mean, like, at this point, if I had the choice, and this is a question that RJ brought up yesterday on Max's stream, if somebody asked me, hey, you have a choice. You have either you can greenlight a Ryan Johnson Star Wars trilogy or Joss Whedon Justice League's Part 2 and 3. What would you do? I would do Ryan Johnson easily.
You would do Ryan Johnson?
Is there like none of the above?
What's up? I wish there wasn't none of the above. What's up, McLovin?
What's up, McLovin?
We got Kamuzu in the chat. We got Lucas Ironside saying, "What's up?"
Oh, nice.
YouTube commercials blow. They really, really do. Chubby.
Got a chubby.
What's up, Paul Smith?
What's up?
What's good?
Man, we got a good number of people. Hey, smash that like button. You know, let everybody know we're live because not everybody knows that.
I didn't retweet it. Sorry.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna do it now.
Hey, you know what?
I Instagram it.
By Anthony, I mean, he was the first one to like it and retweet it like instantaneously. I was like, man, this guy's amazing. Ryan, I had to go call him and tell him to do it. He's like, oh yeah. I had to call his wife to do it. Hey, can you do it on his computer? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I love seeing Max with all of you. It's like the Big Four thrash concert.
What?
Oh,
right on. You got Neil, Stroke, Max, Bully Tina, Ryan, and ACS. There we go. But it's not.
That's
not Bully Tina. It's Nick-a-Bully. Remember
Nick-a-Bully?
That's the name. That's the hashtag.
Bully Tina.
Josh quit the dingus. Oh, Josh is quite the dingus. Sorry. Yes, he really is. So,
Dingus Bringus.
Oh God!
At least Ryan Johnson's crew didn't complain like they did with Joss. So we want it's better for the crew.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know who's gonna escape that if Joss Whedon has a trilogy of anything.
Oh God! I don't think he'll have a trilogy of anything.
He's gonna have a trilogy of lawsuits. I think.
Yeah, trilogy of lawsuits. Not even a novel or anything. I think if anything, he has a career as like a ghostwriter. Like he won't be credited, or he'll just be in special thanks. But that's about it for now. But let's go ahead and go to the article and let's rip this shit apart. Okay, here it is. So
fancy.
I redid the whole thing. It had the old logo, so I had to redo it. Let's take a look at that again.
A current affair. Joss Whedon gropes another woman on set.
The undoing of Joss Whedon, the Buffy creator, once an icon of Hollywood feminism, really, is now an outcast accused of misogyny. How did he get?
They know what they're doing with this. They know what they're doing with this. Like Joss Whedon,
this is obvious.
This is Vulture.
Well, no, all of them though. All of them. They know exactly what they're doing. This is like,
and then like the way it starts off is so. I'm not gonna read everything on this because a lot of it's just a bunch of jargon. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And then I love the picture right here. How she's like, oh, he's very thin and
Looks
he
like
has
a Tinder
bags
picture.
and he's depressed. Well, he should be depressed after the way he fucking acted and got called out for it by Ray Fisher.
Swipe left or right.
Yeah, I mean, was there anything? Was there any sort of mention of rehab in this article? I wonder. Probably not.
No.
Bad Dan, that's debatable.
just-
Okay, that is a debatable topic, and we're not going to spend time on that tonight.
No.
But perhaps
Well,
later on we'll do that.
You can check out Max's stream from last night to get the DL on
the
that.
DL. The DL. We got Moondog. What's up, Moondog?
What's up, Moondog?
What's good?
Moon pies.
Moon pies. No way. We got Sickness in the house.
What's up?
What up?
And we got Allie Brooks, who's just joined us as well. She's behind Sickness's banner. There she is.
What up, Allie?
Hey.
Hi,
I was looking
guys.
for her in the chat.
Yeah, you need to take the ball. I like how when Sickness shows up, Nicotina stretches in the house until
Well,
he
yeah,
finds it.
Until he
Yeah.
finds it, and he's like,
Until I find it, yeah.
Down, lower.
Okay, so here's the article right here. I mean, Joss is not looking so great these days. He looks very
He's
depressed.
looking very peaked.
Yo, does he look
Very
like
peaked.
a bitch?
He
Yes.
looks.
He does. He's like,
He does.
Look at that.
Does he look like a bitch?
It looks so sad. Like, guys, look what you've done to me.
I'm just a man.
Just
I was
look
once
at
a
me.
god.
It looks like the start of like one of those bad like drug commercials.
I saw somebody on social media say about this article saying this is what happens when gods fall. I was like, who the fuck called
Who the
him
hell's
God?
thinking
Yeah,
God?
I know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who it was, but
Writing him in there, I was like, wow.
Well, there is though. Yes, Chubby, it is my Eradicator shirt. Yes, there are those people that made it their shirt. Like, was it Joss Whedon? Yes, he's my master. Or some shit that was like yesterday or some crap before this article even came out. So it was like there were people out there sort of hyping the same thing with that the ex of Jeff Johns was like, oh yeah, this guy made a better 2-hour movie than Zach's 4-hour snoozer or whatever the hell it was.
You're gonna have tons of that shit too.
And so, but I mean, this all came out before the article, so this is sort of a campaign that somebody is doing to try to bring this this bum.
Joss is a bum. There you go.
Back out into the limelight. They're like, yo, you've served your time, because that's what they do. They publicly shame them. And that's what happened. Like, after Jason Momoa and Gal and Ben, and they were like, yeah, there were issues, that corroborated what Ray was saying. And then after that, you had the girl from Buffy. They were like, yo, it's free game, go get him. Right.
Yeah.
So he stayed quiet for a while. I think that all happened. It started in 2019. And then he was pretty much ousted in 2020. Here we are, 2022, and he's like, dude, I sat on the bench long enough, and he's testing the waters. He's testing the waters.
He's like Steppenwolf. He's like, I've done my time.
You owe us 50,000 more.
You owe the great. You owe Toby Emmerich 50,000 more words.
He's just like, he's even trying to be PC, and he's still offensive as hell in this.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, this
Gal
article,
Gadot and the
She doesn't understand English well.
I'm like, so
second language.
you're trying to be damage control when you're still a douche.
You're still a douche.
I was saying, Gal,
It
I
was
would
so
like
pathetic.
for the Flash to motorboat you. What do? Can someone translate that for me?
Does somebody speak?
Yo, why is
Israeli?
Joss
Aqua?
suddenly English? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
No idea.
Because
Like,
he's speaking
translate
proper
for me.
English, right?
Some of the interviews she's been on, she was fine. That's so offensive too.
You
Very.
will win 50,000 more. Okay. Prakash, what's up, Prakash? He says,
What's
Andre,
good?
it's a chilled winter morning, 5 a.m. for me. This better be a great show. Just kidding.
You're
Well, thank you for tuning in, Prakash.
Yeah,
I know
bro.
it's hard for you to tune in at the time I stream, but I'm sorry.
But we're all here, so it should be a good show.
Yeah.
Prakash, I'm sorry.
You have nothing to worry about.
Okay, so here's some of the snippets that were kind of pulled out from the article, which, and here's my thing, too, is that if this article was meant to be like hey, I'm coming out of the darkness, I want to speak my piece, it didn't do him any good at all. In fact, it made it even worse. He, like Max said, he looks more like a douche. I'm just like, why would you, what were you thinking saying this shit? So let's take a look at this snippet right here. This is from Firefly, okay? Firefly. Josh pretended to have he wasn't happy with the writing of Firefly, and so he, instead of talking to the writer, who was a female, instead of talking to her straight up saying, hey, let's talk about some of your writing, and I'm not really feeling it. Instead, what he does is he holds a writer's meeting. And then it says here, it was basically 90 minutes of vicious mockery. The writer said, Josh pretended to have a slide projector, and he read her dialogue out loud and pretended he was giving a lecture on terrible writing as he went through the slides and made funny voices. Funny for him, the guys were looking down at their pages, and this woman was fighting tears the entire time. I've had my share of shitty showrunners, but the intent to hurt, that's the thing that stands out for me now. And then not only that, but then Josh goes and says, I think I'm one of the nicest showrunners that ever existed or whatever. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? It's bad.
Sounds like a delusional human being.
He does.
Josh, nice on these nuts, homie.
There's a lot of people that like to speak their own farts in this world. So
exactly. So, and that was just one snippet. I have a few more that I'm going to show you guys. But before, before I move forward, though, I did want to just give one fair warning that Anthony,
spoilers.
The Packers are going down next week.
Oh my
down.
God.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Like,
you guys barely won in week 2 or week 3, whatever the fuck.
It doesn't matter. Y'all were at full strength. We were missing mad dudes. And y'all almost gave them dudes. Y'all almost gave that game to the Cowboys yesterday.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next one. So it says,
"Okay, Trey, relax."
Let me go to this one here. Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't say that. He's pretty fucking amazing. But Steve Kassan say Mad Max looking like Dr. Doom. He's in a Cradle of Filth concert. What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Derogatory?
I don't get it.
No. Should we be
is that sexual? Okay, so right here he says, we didn't acknowledge he was not as civilized back then. I was young, he said. I yelled, and sometimes I had to yell. This was a very young cast. I think he's talking about Buffy.
Buffy, yeah.
And it was easy for everything to turn into a cocktail party. Okay. All right.
All his comments in here are ridiculous.
They're horrible.
He just kept getting worse. The more you read, it just kept getting worse.
It's that detaching from reality, because his reality is completely different from ours. The way that they interact with each other, and they have those those after hour parties, or do all that crap or whatever. Man, it's just like they don't see things as we do. It's very blurred in that sort of surroundings. So yeah, I mean that's why he sounds so retarded, detached from reality. So
he sounds like he's doing his own PR. Like there's that couldn't have gone through someone else. Like,
whoever he had
I'll
for
do
PR,
this myself.
they don't work for him any longer.
Right.
Or they weren't there. They were
him.
not present. They were like, oh, what?
Right. He's
Jeff
doing
Johns is like, I'm not using that guy.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sure right now he already hit up Jeff Johns like, hey, I thought you had an article coming out too. Where's it at? I don't know you. I don't know you. Go away. Block caller.
He's getting deleted out of any context he had left. Any context that he had left. I'm like, nope.
Look, Alejandro, we don't talk about Voldemort on this show right now.
Oh, he who shall not be named.
Yeah, he who shall not be named.
I'm thinking he's trying to back it up. He's like, you know what? Josh makes pretty good point.
Oh,
There's a pretty good point. There's a lot to digest here. Better tune into my show tonight, and we'll talk about it. Like, okay,
yeah. Everybody come on my show. There's a lot of controversy later on.
I know. It was just like, okay.
Break your super chats.
Bring that super chat money.
yeah.
H Sports. Okay, so right here it goes. The actors, at least some of them, felt Whedon had been rude to Ray Fisher, a young black actor who played Cyborg. It was his first major role. Snyder had centered the film on his character, the first black superhero in a DC movie, and he treated Fisher. Fisher with a writing partner, soliciting his opinions on the film and film's representation of black people. Whedon downsized Cyborg's role, cutting scenes that, in Fisher's view, challenged stereotypes. When Fisher raised his concerns about the revisions on a phone call, Whedon cut him off. It feels like I'm taking notes right now. Whedon told him, according to the Hollywood Reporter, I don't take notes. And we heard this before in the previous article.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Phil?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What up?
And so this just gets even worse because then he talks about Gal. He talks about how he says that he didn't threaten her career, that there was a language barrier, and that's why she misunderstood what he was saying.
He was like, yeah, I didn't mean you were not going to have a job anymore. I just meant that I was going to throw you on some train tracks and run you over or something. Can someone translate that for me?
And back it up.
My name's Joss Whedon. I'm a fucking idiot. That's what it translates
What's up,
to.
Jose? Good to see you here, buddy. Yeah, yeah, I got tagged in the link. You did. I tagged you. I said, "Why not, Jose?" I talked to you enough as it is over on Film Junkie Live. I might as well bring you over here, at least attempt to. And so he goes on to say that, like I was saying, that there was a language barrier. And I'm sorry, but like if you're trying to repair your reputation, so far he's been striking out left and right. I mean, that's not what you say.
So right
and
there,
there
he
isn't
was caught mansplaining.
Hey, RJ.
He was mansplaining. Exactly, mansplaining. That's exactly what he was doing. Peter Pettigrew.
Pizza Pettigrew.
Pizza Pettigrew. Yeah, he's a rat. What's up, Rel?
What up, Rel? What's good, homie?
Rel, who's a member of the channel. Real quick, you guys, before we move forward, I just want to say a big shout out to the members of the channel. If you want to become a member, click on the member button down below and help support the channel. And also, you can do so over on Patreon as well. Sickness is on this list as well. I have the wrong image, but he's on there. He's on top of the list, like he wants to be. So he's on there as well. If you want to become, if you want to join the Patreon, the link is also down below in the description. Make sure you smash the like and the subscribe button as well. Okay, so then as this keeps going, it talks about how Justice League came out. It's kind of weird how he felt. Right here, Whedon was stunned. He had given the whole movie a lighter look, brightening everything in post-production, including all the faces. Why would you include that line? Including all the faces. Like what? Huh? I mean, I don't think the writer wrote that. I feel like that's how he described it.
Yeah.
She just has it including all the faces. Got it.
Bro.
Gotcha.
You imagine them like as they listen to Josh talk, they're probably like,
did he really just say that?
"Oh, he's
They're
about to
probably
make him look like a fucking jackass now."
And his wife was there. You would think that the moment he said something like that she would have jumped in like,
no.
like, stop! What are you doing?
You're affecting my paycheck too.
I'm an artist.
Hey, we got a new member.
Hey, new member here.
All right.
Oh,
Member here.
Reciprocating Mad Max from the Movie Madness Entertainment.
Good job,
Movie Madness Entertainment, welcome.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace.
Oh, here we go. This is for Max. Okay, that's enough of that.
Beautiful.
That went way longer than I expected.
I couldn't
No,
couldn't-
that wasn't even the
Play
end
it
of it.
again?
No,
Play it
it's
one more
long.
time for Max.
I sent it.
No one's ever really gone.
It's super long. It's like 22 seconds or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's too much. I can't. Jose's like, make it stop.
That shit sucks.
Hey,
It's
she
horrible.
did.
Mine too, RJ.
Hey,
Mine too.
you know, you say what you want. She did come out and clap down on Joss as well today.
She did.
She did, yeah.
Oh, really?
She
And,
wrapped up. Yeah, she
I wouldn't
did.
know because she has me blocked. So
and Ryan champions himself on that.
She
I
just
do, I love
ignores
that.
me. I DM'd her a few times. She won't. Acknowledge me.
I DL'd her. You know,
She did,
on
though.
the down low.
She did.
So he says here, he brightened everything up, including the faces. He said the claim
Made
that
everything
he had,
ugly.
Yeah.
that he had disliked a character's skin tone, which Forbes ultimately retracted, was false and unjust. Whedon says he cut down Cyborg's role for 2 reasons. Okay, here we go. This is where this is where the train wreck really hits
let me try
hard.
my Joss Whedon impression here.
All right, go ahead.
The storyline logically made no sense, and Whedon was. I felt the acting was bad on both accounts. Couldn't even. We're talking about a malevolent force. We're talking about a bad actor in both senses. And I've worked on sets with people like Robert Downey Jr., who again doesn't give me notes, but still just phenomenal information. But just an absolute bad actor in almost every sense of the word. And Gal Gadot, as pretty as she was, I still couldn't understand a word she was saying.
And she couldn't understand me either. So that's where the miscommunication took place.
My name
my
is
point
Joss
is
Whedon.
this:
I'm a fucking idiot.
this is not the way that you repair your reputation.
No.
This is the worst way to do it. Yeah, he's doubling down. He's like, I'm going to double down.
He did a good job.
Because I mean, there's people out there who do support him.
Yeah, he's not giving them any water to hold. He's not helping them. He's like
Your bucket's empty.
not showing any gratitude for the people that are like trying to defend him and say that Ray Fisher's a liar and blah blah blah.
Or like the other guy who's out there, Max knows him pretty well.
He's not helping himself.
Oh.
I believe Joss Whedon. You know what I mean? That does not sit well. That does not sit. It did not age very well.
It did not age well.
No. Another Voldemort.
Can't be named.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, can't be named. We're gonna move on. I'm sure the chat can help you out with who that was. So
I don't like.
So whoever gets the name wins a free copy of Justice League from Nicotina.
What?
No. Actually, it's a good point.
I still need a steelbook. Does anyone know how to get a hold of a steelbook for this movie?
Max, don't downplay my movie here. Okay, so I'm going to be giving away a 4K Blu-ray of Zack Snyder Justice League a little bit later on the show, so stay tuned for that.
Am I in the running?
No, I'm in such a good mood that I might even give away a Blu-ray copy as well, because I have multiple copies I'm going to give away, so stay tuned for that. But going back to the article, I mean, guys, Ali, when you hear this saying that Cyborg story didn't make logically made no sense, and that he was a bad actor. I mean, what does that tell you about his perception of the movie or of the story, and the fact that he took over the story from Zach, and this is what he saw.
I feel like he had nothing else. He had nothing else to say about what Ray Fisher brought to light. So he's just like, I'm just gonna say that a Cyborg story made no sense and that he sucks at acting. Like he had nothing else to say. Like he had no.
It's juvenile.
He just, like,
juvenile,
all everything that he said was false and wasn't and merited no discussion. That's all. Okay, so all those other people that said things about you too, all that's false too. I hated one of the most ridiculous things he said besides the whole Gal Gadot language thing. That was beyond. I couldn't believe he said that.
That was the dumbest thing you could have said.
That was yes.
Oh, is she
responding? Say like,
oh,
she's a woman, so she didn't understand what I was saying. Like that's just as ridiculous as saying English is not her first language. What the? Are you kidding me? Okay. Anyway, that pissed me off. But when he was saying, oh shit, I lost my thought.
Oh, don't you hate that?
When they were talking about other accusations against him. Oh, what do you say about the girl who you squeezed her arm and rolling around on the floor, kissing the girl, whatever? His responses. I don't believe that. I don't believe that story. You don't believe it?
I don't believe it's fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
What do you mean you don't believe it? It's about you. So either it's true or what do you mean you don't believe it? You don't believe that sounds false. It sounds false.
You can't say I don't believe it. That's like pleading no contest. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, in his defense,
it's not
he was
about
probably,
someone else. It's about
on
you.
some drugs. He was probably on drugs or high or
He's
drunk.
like, that doesn't seem right. What do you mean it doesn't seem? So the whole about talking about Ray Fisher, it's like that's all you could do is think to insult him as an actor and as a person, and then say that his story didn't make any sense. Obviously, there was nothing he could say to try to defend himself or try to prove that Ray Fisher was lying, or he ain't coming no receipts. He didn't have nothing to say. So all he could do was say that Cyborg's story sucked, and that everything he said is wrong.
Yeah.
No,
we saw both movies. Okay, we saw both.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty sure one of the first things that everyone was talking about, aside from Snyder fans, was Ray Fisher's performance and Cyborg's story.
Yeah.
Two of the most talked about things of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and he's probably just mad.
Yeah. No. Cyborg's story was bad in his version of Justice League. That's
because he didn't have one.
Yes, because he didn't have one. Yes, exactly. So yeah. I can't.
It logically made no sense. How could it? What? I would love to hear what logically made no sense about it.
Yeah, when I saw this shit this morning, the first thought that came to my mind was this has to be fake. Like, dude's trash, we already know, but is he extra trash though? Extra garbage.
Extra trash.
I read it and I was like, wait a minute, this has to be fake. There's no way he really did an interview and said these things, but he did because he's a fucking,
like I said, he's testing the waters, man.
He was better.
Is it a horrible way of testing the water?
He was better off not saying anything.
And meanwhile, you've got Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey saying, "I'm taking notes." Did this work?
You got Jeff Johns telling people of color how their hair should look.
Yeah, Jeff Johns is going farther and farther in the ground. Like, I'm out of here.
Jeff Johns needed
Jeff Johns, but the problem with Jeff Johns is he's still making money. He's still attached to a lot of projects.
He's doing another Flashpoint book.
He's doing other
you
shit.
gotta be kidding me. What?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good comic book writer. I can't take that away from him. He's a very good comic writer. But I mean, the fact that, to make it a huge announcement like that, I was like, oh man, really?
The problem is, which makes him, which like puts it up in neon lights that he's extra trash. Is like when I test the water, I just dip my toe in and be like, I feel it a little bit. I don't just fucking jump in with my cell phone in my fucking pocket.
Not just that. He peed in the pool.
Yeah, he cannonball all his clothes.
He peed and he pooped in the pool.
Keys, everything in his pockets.
He did a sissy.
Yeah, exactly.
And the water turned blue.
You know what I'm saying? I can't with that guy.
I have a poll in the chat. It says, "Is Joss still a scumbag?" So far, 24 votes.
All still extra trash.
24 votes in. 100% yes. Yes, 100% yes.
He was better off keeping his mouth
What's
shut.
up, Will?
What up,
Will? Still up in here? And then Ryan, you had talked about a quote from Gal.
Yeah, she did respond. Here it is.
And there it is.
Oh, she did?
And no, I would read it, but I don't understand.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a different. I'm like, oh.
We need a translator for Joss.
Max, can you read that for us, please?
I understood perfectly. I will never work with him. It would never suggest any of my peers to work with him in the future.
That's
he
sad.
understands.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I mean, if she's going to go out there and say that, we got a new member, Prakash Swain. Hey!
He likes the
so
show.
you know what? Well, Prakash and Max. Well, I didn't give Max a thank you, so this is for both of you guys.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
Okay, so this is her response to this, and this is telling right here is that she would never suggest anyone works with the guy, and she would never work with him ever again. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not like she's saying, "Oh, well, it's all right." No, she's like
that doesn't sound true.
Yeah, that sounds false.
Yeah, that sounds false.
I don't believe that.
We got Axel Drug up here. What's going on, Axel?
If he did have a future, it would have to be like never talking about this again and just being a good person going forward.
He would have to go through some sort of sensitivity training or some bullshit program,
Right.
Still wouldn't care.
He gets a certificate that he can put on the wall. See, guys, I'm not sexist or racist
healing, man.
anymore.
Yeah, that placard says that I'm not racist and I'm not sexist, so I'm good to go. Sign me up.
Somebody mentioned it earlier about like ghostwriting. That's all he can do going forward.
He's a good supporter.
Yeah.
Once some Firefly checks run out, you know, he gonna be looking skinnier than he was in that picture where he tried to lean up cool on the fucking wall. And
I
shit.
told you that's his Tinder pic. Leave him alone. Swipe left or right.
You know,
I hope not. That's that fucking swipe.
What's up, Prakash?
What up?
Do you like my malnourished look?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I don't understand. People who were defending Joss Whedon, what do you say when the person you're defending comes out and says this crap?
Oh, they eat it up.
Oh,
it's ammo. It's ammo for the idiots to utilize when they inevitably start these fights.
Zack Snyder and Ray Fisher.
I know a particular individual that I will never mention him on the stream, but that motherfucker, woo! All right, move along because I'm getting a little heated about
it. WB can't like this.
Phil knows what I'm talking about. Phil knows
bringing this up
exactly
again.
what I'm talking about.
But this is that's another thing too. Is that this can't be good for WB. I mean, Phil. I mean, this obviously, in my opinion, at least, this hurts the brand of WB as well.
Yes,
because
this is a guy.
Like giant fools.
Yeah. It's like this guy won't go away.
Just helps with firing.
They're like, hey, who approved this? Nobody did himself.
Was that Gal Gadot response today that she said that? I understood perfectly.
I don't know.
Well, in the article, she did say I understood perfectly, and he's like, "Oh, in an email that she sent."
It also mentioned
that I understood perfectly.
It was an
Ray was reached out and denied any comments whatsoever. He had no.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. And Zach
Ray
said,
was like, "I'm not going to talk to this guy or this woman like this about this article. No way. Get the hell out of here."
And it's just like, you know, it's stupendously unprofessional to make the assumption that one director would legitimately try and use an actor to throw your name under the bus when there's years and years and years worth of evidence that you're just a pile of shit human being, dude. And it's like, you know what? My thing is, I think he looked at the Snyder cut and went, damn, I'll never be able to do anything as epic as this. I'm just going to completely fucking wreck this as much as I can.
The thing though, the fact that he acted like an innocent victim, like, hey, I made things brighter, even their faces. Like, I can't believe everyone's mad at me. Like,
there are people who clap like steels at Justice League 17, like, oh, I love that movie. It's so much better than the Snyder cut. And it's like, you know what? Go ahead, act like a damn steel. You look like a damn fool as it is anyway.
He's like, yeah, this is fantastic. I brought back Superman and erased his mustache. What other director can do that?
Oh, and I mean,
we did a damn good job at that.
Wonder Woman.
We did our due diligence on that. How dare you? And then this is the worst part. Okay, so already it's a train wreck. Okay, you know, it mentions Charisma Carpenter. It mentions some of the things he did on the set of Buffy, which already it's like, okay, you're not. This is not helping you in any way. It's really not. It's actually harming you in a lot of ways and harming others. Like, what are you doing? And then there came this part of the article where I was like, holy shit. Where it says some of Whedon's defenders proposed a theory. Like, what the fuck? Why? How does it end up in the article?
Because it's all about spin. It's all about how can we get you to see this jackass as someone that you can,
sympathize with
or sympathize or
and
empathize.
Some motherfucker's gonna sympathize with this guy.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Well, I mean,
I'm just not gonna say them.
Yeah.
There's people that like to do that. So.
There is.
You gotta get the.
But my thing is like, why? Okay, why do you feel so compelled to defend him? I don't get it. Like, if people are attacking a person that is like, because has a great reputation, like for being this outstanding person, and everyone has good things to say about them, and blah blah blah. Then you feel like, oh, why would you attack this person? Why would you say that about them? But what does he have that people are like? How dare you say that about Joss Whedon? Because he made Avengers and Buffy? Who fucking cares? Like, what is it? I don't understand why people are so compelled to defend him. I don't understand
that. It's that Florence Nightingale effect.
I don't get
Back
it.
to the Future.
Yeah.
It just shows there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers in this world. And and
I think some people just want to say that Ray Fisher is lying.
Some people want the world to burn. Some people want to raise. Some people just like to piss other people off. Too.
I'm gonna watch this in the shower.
Some people like to poke the bear, and you can watch their show.
It's what they live for. People like to troll and like to be douchebags.
Yes,
and then you're just gonna get that faction. As I like to say, everybody likes to say, "Oh, you're an echo chamber."
I agree with you. Does everyone agree? We all agree.
You know?
Yeah, we all agree. We all agree. Yeah.
You just bring in that little nation.
I'll say aye.
There you
so
go.
this is the worst part. He says, "What if?" That's how it starts off.
What if it's a Marvel thing?
It's a Marvel thing. Yeah. What if Fisher had been doing Snyder's bidding without furnishing proof? They speculated that Snyder had tricked Fisher into thinking Whedon was racist, or maybe Fisher knew perfectly well his allegations were bullshit. I mean, come on, man.
That's like people. Those are the worst people. The people that play the sides and then they go into where they think is the good one to go to. Oof.
And it says either way, the actor and the director had manufactured a controversy that made Snyder seem like a progressive ally, while diverting attention from the fact that their early cut had been a disaster. Here's your answer to that. Yeah, no, that's
the cast from Buffy the Vampire Slayer saw that what Zach and Ray were doing. They're like, we're not having any of that.
Yeah, they decided we got to get in on this. Okay, who was there working on the reshoots with Whedon? Not Zach. Okay, in the beginning he was there. Yes,
He was
but
there for principal photography.
once Zach left, he didn't know what the heck was. He didn't know that they were going through all this crap. Why would he be like, hey, Ray, try to get me back? No, he had way more important things to worry about at the time. I don't think he needed to worry about doing some kind of coup against WB and friggin' Joss Whedon. Like, are you kidding me?
Who voted?
How would that even help them in the first place? Warner Brothers already knew they had no interest in what Zach was doing. It didn't matter if they were trying to get Zach back in or whatever. They already didn't want what he had.
Yeah.
Regardless, they were going to try to change it.
Mm-hmm.
They were forced into releasing the Snyder Cut. So they did it because they had to. They didn't want to release it and let Zach finish it. Come on. If they thought that that's what was going on, they would never have let Zach finish his movie and release it.
They should have let him finish the movie. It's so much better.
Yeah. No, whoever voted no, they're trolling.
Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Somebody's trolling.
It's like, who voted no? I don't know.
That's no, Scott.
I don't think it was Jesse. I don't know who it was.
Well,
was it Jose? Maybe it was. It was Jose. He said no.
Jesse,
he who smelt it dealt it.
Got it go.
Where else is Allie? Because people have anti-Snyder talking points that they live by, just like I believe Joss Whedon guy. Exactly. Yeah. And then they're going to stick to that because it causes more controversy, and they just want to kind of ride that wave.
Hey,
what's up, Gillis?
Super chats.
What's up, Gillis? What's good, homie?
Yeah, I mean, there's money to be made, from people who want to hear that point of view, right? So I mean that's why they do it.
Welcome to the world, everybody.
Well, and then exactly. that would mean like Zach. Okay, say Zach was like, "Hey, Ray, start saying this stuff about." That would be putting Ray. That he put his career in jeopardy. He risked
everything.
Yes. Does that make no? Oh my god!
What?
I don't. I can't.
She's flabbergasted at this point.
Oh,
yeah. What happened?
Well, I guess everybody tell us where they can find you.
What? She's out here. But no, I mean the fact that they even included this part in the article. I mean, how? Yeah. That's my thing. Is that this doesn't help him whatsoever, and I'm not saying that it should, but the fact that you included this theory was just like, dude, this is fucking stupid. Like, are you kidding me right now? Whedon's advocates, whoever the fuck those are, believe that this campaign had poisoned Carpenter against Whedon, causing her to see the complicated story of their relationship as a simplistic narrative of abuse. Once someone lights a fuse and people see there's a flame, they run to it and throw stuff on it. One person in Whedon's circle said. So here's the thing. Snyder declined. Oh, hell yeah, he did. Yeah. Here's the thing is that so she interviewed Joss at his home with his wife was there. But I guess apparently she talked to some other people who were involved with Joss, and this is what they told him. Well, told her. This is absolute garbage.
This is like a
it's
bad
bad.
place.
This is bad. I would, if I was Joss, I'd be like, can you please take out this whole section right here, and can you take out this whole section right here? Like, come on, man! Like, this is terrible. That's a great picture.
He's
right
like,
there.
yeah,
Bam.
it is actually. He's like, no, we're gonna ride. We're gonna let it ride.
Well, let it ride. Let it ride. And it talks about his wife. She's an artist, whatever. But it's just really bad. When Snyder's 4-hour cut was finally unveiled, it was critically acclaimed. His fans poured through both films to analyze the differences. Some seized on the belief first put forth by Fisher that Whedon had intentionally erased people of color from the film. Okay, let's talk about that. We're talking about Ryan Choi erased. His mother
didn't care.
Well,
erased.
I mean, he took him out because he had a 2-hour cap, and he had to hit the 2 hour, and they made no sense in the weird story that he was trying to come up with. So,
as far as I know, Phil's not in witness protection, but if he is, he's set to go. Who is Voldemort? His name is
he who shall not be named.
His name is Tom Riddle. Hey, I wondered the same thing. Why is Ryan dressed like Sasha Kaye?
This is actually the Eradicator from the.
See, I was thinking
Superman.
You know what? It kind of does look like a Sasha Kaye.
Doesn't look like Sasha Kaye.
That's
Sasha
the same
Kaye.
design.
No,
it's very similar, but she has red on the sleeves. And
you
there's
should
no black
design one.
on her.
Where's your
Looks like
cape?
Superboy.
Why don't you
I
have
actually did.
Yeah, it's Superboy.
Actually did. You can
Looks a
find
lot
it
like
on
Superboy.
That's what I said.
Looks like Superboy.
And then down here, he even says too, his breakout effort 300, a sword and sandal epic about the Persian Wars, were so overly racist in the view of the UN delegation from Iran that it threatened to cite. So the Iran is who you're going to right now. Like, dude, even Iran, they didn't want to show the movie. It's like that. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just.
That's like saying Cobra and Cobra Commander didn't like it either. Like, okay, that's great.
Yeah, those movies that get banned in a lot of countries is because they have strict things.
This guy's just a fucking idiot.
A lot of movies get banned in different countries.
Again, like I said earlier, their reality is skewed.
Oh, there is no
It's
heavily
completely
skewed.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in that echo chamber, when you're in that inner circle, and you do the drugs and you smoke and you have the crazy parties, right?
Yeah.
You lose connection with reality. And unfortunately,
You're talking about the author?
Just a fact, Jack.
Giving yourself
No, he's talking about
night.
what you were saying, like the other places that ban movies a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like that's not very surprising that it was banned. They're trying to who cares?
Yeah.
What's the point of even bringing that up in the article? Zack Snyder's movie 15 years ago was banned in Iran. Okay, there's probably a whole laundry list of movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Max, I'm so happy that you're here on the show with us today. What's your overall take on this article? I mean, do you think this is good? A good thing, a bad thing?
Oh, it rekindles everything. Like, listen, I still support Ray. I personally have a different opinion on how he's gone about certain things to a point once the investigation, but I still think he's an amazing actor. He has a lot to offer. It just brings all that stuff up. WB does not want this. That makes you think he's pretty much done at WB anyway. With after that, what was that one show on HBO Max?
The Nevers.
He's got no contracts left. He probably doesn't have a PR person because this is horrible. Like anyone that has a PR person, if he does have, there's no way he has a PR person. It is just the last Hail Mary to get some positive spin back to him, and it's just not going to work. He whoever said he's just going to potentially be a ghostwriter. Potentially, he does have skills, but he's done.
Yeah.
He's done. To say that he offended. Hollywood's made a lot of progress recently with diverse casting and more opportunities for women too. And he basically just offended two of the stars and said, "I'm right. She didn't understand me, and his acting is horrible." And we know listen. Anyone that saw the Snyder Cut, even if it's not your thing, to say that his story made no sense, he's absolutely lying. Like it's so much there.
Yeah.
No one's going to contact him again. His numbers getting erased out of all, everyone in Hollywood. If it hadn't been already,
Jeff Johns like, oh,
Jeff Johns. I'm not taking his call.
No, actually, if WB was intelligent, this might be a time to revisit. We apologize to the cast.
This would be a great opportunity for that.
And this is why WB won't take it. Well, they should take it now.
Like even
this is a perfect opportunity.
Won't come in and apologize.
Nope.
Their egos are way too high for them to lower themselves.
They could right the ship a little bit if they did it right now. It would be perfect time, but they won't do it.
Perfect time.
It's crazy because it's perfect. Like literally, the ego shit. You could almost be like, but if we do apologize right now, like we might get a little bit of applause back in our corner. But they won't. You know what I'm saying? Like
what they're fearing is that
they won't give us the satisfaction.
If they apologize, that means that they were in the wrong.
Yes.
And that people will attack them for being in the wrong all this time, and they're finally admitting it. So they're like, well, screw that. I'm never going to apologize. I'll never have to admit I'm wrong.
When you look at the history of public apologies, right? Typically, it works in their favor. Now, I'm switching, industries, but like in baseball, there was a whole steroid scandal. All of them said they didn't do it. All of them got pretty much got proven that they did do it, unless you're Barry Bonds, who said that I didn't know what I was taking.
It was a cream.
It was a cream. His trainer told him to take it. It's not his fault.
I was told it was topical.
But then you have Jason Giambi, who came out and said, "I did take this. I'm sorry," and he apologized, and everyone loved him for it.
Really.
You look over at this whole Justice League 2017. Who's the one person that has apologized? That was John Berg. And now I'm not excusing him for what he did, but he apologized to Ray Fisher. And since that statement came out, you don't hear his name anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he cleared his name. He was like, yeah, look, I'm sorry, man. Like we fucked up. Who knows what he said?
Film guy.
I'm sorry, film guy. Film guy, I'm sorry. But the one guy who wants an apology that isn't getting one is Ray Fisher. Yeah. And if you think that Ray Fisher was going to stay quiet after this article came out, then
it revitalized them.
It revitalized him. So let's go to that because we got some breaking news.
I'm always waiting for Maury Povich to go. Isn't that guy's name come out?
No.
I can't remember.
He's the "You Are Not the Father."
Yeah.
But he was Current Affair too.
Was
he Current Affair?
Yeah, man. I remember that motherfucker.
Okay, I need someone to read this.
What is it?
Okay, Anthony, go ahead and read the response from Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher comes in and says, I think that was the name. All right, looks like Joss Whedon got to direct an Endgame after all. Rather than address all of the lies and buffoonery today, I will be celebrating the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Tomorrow, the work continues. Hashtag MLK Day.
Accountability.
Yeah, accountability over entertainment. Yeah. Yes, it is.
And there you have it.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
I like how he used puns throughout his whole little speech here. That was good. It was Endgame and Buffy both got highlighted.
Yep. Buffoonery. Yeah. Now he also put out a couple of tweets like pretty much over the weekend too. Ray did before this fucking dumb thing, and
yeah, he did.
It's like somebody knew this shit was coming.
The people exposing themselves, because I literally saw some of the response to the last tweet he put out. I think it was on Saturday, and I literally just said, "Yo, I support Ray Fisher, but either you support him or you don't." Some people expose themselves. I ain't gonna name them on here, but some people fucking expose themselves in replies to that tweet. Fucking trash individuals. That's all I'm saying about that.
All right, Anthony. Let's call him out by name.
One by one. Here we go.
I want to see Anthony triggered.
The whole damn list.
But
put it full screen.
I'll tell you, I put it like this. Go find that tweet. I think I put it out there Saturday evening. Go find it on my Twitter and look at the replies to it, and then you see who exposed themselves. Somebody even quote tweeted it.
You don't want us
fucking expose themselves.
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2. But I love this tweet because he says, looks like Joss Whedon got to direct Endgame after all. I mean, right away it's like bam. You know, he slaps down on his Avengers
fired.
Yeah, and then,
there's my.
I didn't notice this before, but Ryan's right. Rather than the address all the lies and the buffoonery, you fit in the Buffy word. And then I'll be celebrating the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. That was a perfect way to end it too. Like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with this garbage. I'm going to go be a human being and go, celebrate his legacy. It was so perfect, perfect.
Hell yeah! Scroll down and read my thing.
You don't even have to bury these people. They do.
That Dan, you're right. More than one person.
You don't even have to go at these people.
You don't. He put his foot in his mouth. Like,
hilarious.
He just didn't help himself at all. Maybe he's like, I don't even care. I'm done. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care. There's nothing in that article that said that he didn't take any responsibility for anything. He didn't try to.
No blood sugar.
No remorse. He didn't even at the end, he was like, "Should I have done marriage better? Could I have been nicer? I think I'm one of the nicest showrunners there's ever been."
Oh, when you gotta pat your own ass, you're in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, look, Esteban talks about Gunn's apology. I mean, at least he made the effort to clear that up. And I was like, he did the right thing. I'm sure he was like, oh shit. And he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna clear it up right now.
He's like, guys, the Peacemaker's out. Let me go ahead and put a statement.
We'll talk about Peacemaker in a little bit. But Phil, you were saying?
I'm just this whole article is just at a complete loss for words. This man has absolutely zero accountability for anything he's done in the time that he's been, privileged to work in the industry that he's worked in. And it's just it doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it's just like, wow, you really are that much of a shitbag where you're not going to take accountability for anything that you've done. You're just going to continue to deflect and point the finger at other people as if they're the problem. And then at the end of the article, it points out like, oh, I'm seeking rehabilitation for love. And it's just like, you
should have led with that. And the thing too is that he blames everybody else for his shortcomings. And honestly, if the article would have came out and it would have said, you know what, I made poor decisions on the set of Justice League. Unfortunately, I'm a better person than I was then.
That takes a man, sir.
You just have to admit it at that point. You have to just.
That takes some.
I was actually looking in the article, like where does it say where he's like, I can't be a racist. I have friends that are black.
Do you know how hard it is to say that story or that you fucked up on something?
I take my coffee black. I mean, I just.
Oh no!
A lot of people will not do that.
Yeah,
I drink black coffee.
One right now. This is someone that
even try.
He will not fall on his sword. He will keep sticking swords in people, but he will not fall on his sword.
Because it's the same thing. If they admit defeat, they feel like they're just going to be overrun, and then he's sort of treading in the deep end of a pool, and he's like, nope, I'm not going to take the life preserver. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then he's done.
Jose says, yep, anyone still attacking Gunn and not happy that Ray said thank you was a loser. Look, I mean, to me, there's nothing wrong with Ray asking him to clear that up, because that was something that directly affected him. And he's like, hey, can you clear this up? And he did to the best of his abilities. And, I applaud James Gunn for doing that. And look, after that, the whole topic got dropped. Nobody's, I mean, we're talking about it right now, but I'm saying right now, Joss Whedon is taking over the world in a negative way. So that kind of sucks for him. But not only that, okay, as if the dogpiling couldn't get any worse, we have more dogpiling from our good friend, Mrs. Grace Randolph. She says,
great.
I will say that when I reviewed Zack Snyder's Justice, actually, you know what? Hold on. Okay, Ryan, you got to read this one.
Oh my God! I'm gonna block that motherfucker.
Okay.
You sound like a fuck up
I'll
Muppet.
say that when I reviewed Zack Snyder's Justice League, I said Ray Fisher's performance was my favorite. And
I
his
suddenly like
scenes
Ryan a lot more.
with his father made me break into tears. Including during my spoiler review, which you can find on my channel right now.
She did. I remember that. She did.
And then she ends it with
So Joss Whedon is so it's laughable.
yeah, she did clap on.
I mean, she straight up said Whedon is so full of shit, it's laughable. At the end, she was just like, whack.
That's my favorite line right there. So full of shit, it's laughable. Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, at the end of her tweet, she essentially dropped this meme, right?
Man, don't bullshit me. Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
And that wasn't the end of it.
Get ready for the new Justice League.
Yeah. And then she had one more. She said, stop talking about Joss Whedon. Just let him slip into oblivion. He's done. He can say whatever he wants, but it's just a death rattle.
Then why did she comment on it?
Well, she's letting everybody else know, like, hey, you guys, stop talking about this guy. He's just going to disappear again. Just it's over.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll help it.
But why does she care?
We'll help him to stop him into the ground right now.
He just did it to himself. He threw the dirt on himself. He took the shit on himself.
Well, again, he didn't go out there and get this interview. He called somebody. He was like, "Yo," he called a lifeline, and somebody was like, "Okay, I'll set you up an interview with a New York magazine." It's not the New Yorker, but it's a magazine from New York. And
it's not the New Yorker,
it's not the New
but
Yorker.
it's close.
But it's close. It still has New York in the title, So
Their offices are down the
somebody
street from
did
New Yorker.
Somebody did him a favor, and they were like, "Yo, here's your chance." And he took that chance, and he shat all over everything.
Diarrhea.
This is how you know
He
that
diarrhea.
Someone did a shart. He sharted.
if he this like Max was saying earlier, if he did have a PR person, they were probably, what are you doing? Don't do this. He's like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and put my thoughts out there.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
My wife's
They
there.
so if you do this, I'm quitting, bro. Like, I can't be your PR dude if you're gonna put that out.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
I'm gonna do it,
He's
just
been
fucking dumb
he's been
shit.
under house arrest since 2019. The only person he's talking to is himself and the ladies he meets on Tinder.
Yeah, that's where that pick is from.
Firefly checks, man. Firefly.
Oh, look at
Hey, why
this.
What?
Look at this. Okay, so Axel just came through with some more fire artwork that he wanted me to show you guys. I think Ryan has already seen this already. Let's take a look at this. There it is.
There
Alright.
it is. There it is. I know I do like this version in the because I do like the movie. But yeah, this is the Eradicator.
Now,
And
wait,
that's the Eradicator
did
from the
Axel
movie.
draw this or did Dawson draw this?
No, he took Ryan's head and he put it
drew
on
This is
the
I
Ryan
know,
Dawson.
I
Yes.
know.
You're so
This is
This is
all
great.
Dawson sees.
All right. And so where to go? Okay, so and this is another thing I want to bring up. This was a video that Sean Mayer dropped from what's his name? John Roca. I'm not a huge fan of John Roca, but whatever. But I thought this was very interesting. So let's take a look at this.
who John Roca is.
He was from Collider.
He's from Collider.
One of these fucking momos.
he's
Works in
part of
production.
that bandwagon of
Okay.
bullshitters.
Someone who I implicitly trust.
I love the Transformer
And she
movie.
told me that they had done like 3 levels of reshoots for Justice League off Joss Whedon's writing.
Wow.
And this Kieran said, oh, and this is through her, so I'm not saying that I'm not officially quoting Kieran, but she said that Kieran told her that every time he came back to redo the lines, they got worse and worse every time. So that didn't go down well at all, says one crew member.
What is this guy talking about?
So he's
I
saying
don't know.
basically,
What's he talking about?
So
He's just
well,
like
you guys were talking. So
We
it says
need a
basically,
translator. Somebody get Gus.
well, Sean Mayer he broke it down for you. He says John Roca heard that WB did 3 levels of reshoots under Joss Whedon for Justice League, and that actor Kieran Hines Steppenwolf said that the dialogue he got from Whedon was a replacement for Snyder's version of the film was worse and worse each time he went back.
They will love me.
They will love me.
And that was probably directly from Joss Whedon. He was like, yes, I'm just saying that. They will love me.
They will love me. I mean, this is going to be a kick-ass movie. It's very unfortunate the way everything did go down. It's just not good. It's not good. And so I don't see him being able to resurface from this. I think this is pretty much the end of the road for him, at least for now.
Stick a fork in him.
It didn't even have to be Ray Fisher. He did it himself.
right. That's the great part.
Mhm.
He just did it to himself.
Oh, That's why it's also bad for Warner Brothers, because what are they supposed to, like? They're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not true, blah blah blah. That never wouldn't allow that, and this and that, and then it's kind of like, well, how are we supposed to defend you? They don't want to say anything that they found in their investigation. They're just like, or what they did, except for they took them off the nevers, but like, it's not. It doesn't. It's bad for them too.
Warner Brothers is going to remain silent.
You can't hide anymore, though. No matter what goes on, whatever you try to bury these days, you cannot hide anymore. No matter.
No one's ever really.
Well, think about what you see in politics too. You can't hide anymore. That's it. Regardless, you might be able to bury it for a year or two here or there. You know, do all your fucking PR stands and throw something here, throw something there, distract the public, this and that. But eventually, everything just comes to a head, and the pimple came and it really bursted right now. So
it bursted.
They're probably like, God damn it! Like he had a chance and he didn't say anything good.
But
get Walter in here now.
A giant company still isn't going to care.
But here's the thing. I mean, going back to what Max was saying, though, I mean, like, should
they're gonna think like, can't this just go away? Like it keeps coming back, and this time, like you said, it wasn't even Ray.
Zaslav, can we post?
Like,
no, this is someone that thought he was smarter than the panel, and he's not. That's what it comes down to. People, there's so many, like I like to keep saying, people like to sniff their own farts. Everybody likes to fucking think that they're smarter than somebody else. This is a guy that thought he was gonna beat this somehow. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna put this out, and somehow, some way, just because I'm gonna be back into the light, this is gonna help my career. No.
Well, the thing is that he's trying to rely on the theory, which does work, but not in his case, is that if you tell a lie as over and over again, and then it will eventually become accepted as the truth, right?
Yeah.
He lost. I mean, this is a great day for those that have been fighting.
Bro, he's chilling with this on his forehead right now. He's chilling like this right now. All day for the rest of his life. He's just straight up chilling with the L, homie.
Chilling with the L.
Here, hold this. I need that meme that's like, here, hold this. And
there.
Like,
there is a cat. Because earlier I saw your cat's tail on your lap, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a feather. I was like, "What is he doing?"
why is he tickling himself?
He's like this.
French tickle.
Feels like I like to have fun. Okay, so obviously I just did a poll about Ray Fisher. I said, does Ray Fisher deserve a solo Cyborg movie? 92% said yes, 7% said no out of 52 votes. The new one up right now, it says, should WB use this opportunity to apologize to Ray Fisher in the cast of Justice League 2017? So 24 votes in already. 96% says yes, 4% said no. I mean, we'll
look at a less hostile situation with like Feige and Scarlett Johansson. There was some stuff there,
concerning Joss Whedon.
No. I'm just saying it's a different situation with the contracts. But what did Feige do? He took an opportunity to say, I'm sorry to Scarlett, even though it was not a great situation, and that's what a really good executive and leader at a company does. They should take this opportunity to do something, steer it in the right direction. Even if you're not going Snyder's way, just say, you know what? Yeah, he's a douche. Not like that, but
And when it comes,
that would be perfect. If WB says, yeah, we're sorry, Joss is a douche, that would break the internet.
Oh, dude.
Right. But the thing about it is, it's not about integrity for them. It's not about integrity. It's about, we're gonna keep doing the same shit behind the scenes. Nobody's gonna hear about this, and that's their mentality. Nobody's gonna hear about it. They're just gonna keep a lid on it,
right,
until the next whistleblower or next thing that happens pops out, and we're talking about it. So
Joss won't be able to piss standing up.
Neil, Phil, I understand you do gotta go pretty soon. I want to say thank you for coming on the show, dude. You're always welcome here. I love having you on the show, man. I wanted to get I totally want to get your take on the whole Joss Whedon thing, and I think we can all agree that this is a disaster.
It's a shit storm.
It's a train wreck.
More than likely.
It's a train wreck.
Yeah.
And Ryan did leave you a message. He says, "Have a good dinner."
Yeah, it's my birthday weekend with my brother, so we're just gonna have some
nice.
dinner.
Oh, happy birthday,
Yeah,
man!
man. Happy birthday.
Yeah, my birthday's on Wednesday. His birthday's today, so
Happy
Oh,
birthday!
shit.
It's really your birthday?
on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Well,
That's
we have a
awesome,
little
man.
song for you.
It's still name day.
No, I don't even have it loaded up.
Okay. Well, we don't have a song for you.
At the moment, we
Thank you,
don't.
man.
However, I just want to say happy birthday, and I'm gonna say it again on Wednesday.
Mr. President.
Okay, let's not. I'm not doing that. Not this time, at least. Okay, maybe later tonight I will, but not right now. Not at 4:30 in the afternoon over here, West Coast time.
What's up?
But
So-
yeah, what? Everybody just got quiet. But yeah, so I think for coming on, Phil, I really do appreciate
Of course,
it. man.
yeah.
In fact,
I wanted to stop in and say hi to everybody because it'd been a while, and I don't work at the comic book store anymore, so now I'm probably maybe going to be on these streams.
Yay!
No,
Well, I mean,
it's
let's go.
all good. It was.
yay! And you know
y'all
what?
eating, man?
Just because that's such good news that we're gonna get more Phil in our lives, I want to say an early happy birthday to you, Phil.
Hola. It's your birthday. We're here to party and sing to you. He's from. Hope you are bueno. The fun will rain the whole day through.
Did you see
Oh, you didn't
Andre?
play the whole thing.
You see
That's
Andre on the
long.
right?
It's long, and he wants to go eat. So now it's making me hungry.
Yeah, y'all see Andre on the right? He was the dude on the right. With
Yeah.
I got excited because I thought it was the Three Amigos at first. I was like,
Yo, the Three Amigos.
I thought I was like,
Cool.
shit.
We'll reconvene later. It'll be fun. I'm sure this is not the last time we'll be talking
What,
about
what
this.
y'all eating, Phil? What y'all eating?
I have no idea.
Oh, shit. Surprise fucking gifts.
All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night.
All right, Phil.
All right, later, Phil. And with that, we break for more breaking news.
Breaking news tonight.
It's finally out there. The Batman mural has been updated, you guys. So before we saw this image right here of the Batman, which obviously everyone figured out where this image came from, where this image came from, where the background came from. So they did a really poor job at doing that. The problem is that now it looks like maybe the directors or somebody said, "Hey guys, we gotta change it up," and so they changed it up, and now it looks like that. That's Batman.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Oh,
a hell of a stark difference right there. I mean, Jesus.
I mean,
like
that Michael Keaton Batman. It's almost as if they had like, hey, yo, can you stop? Hold on, let me
Flash drive.
take some time.
Oh, it's Robin
And,
gone?
like,
they put this
They
weird tagging
X'd him
over his
out.
face.
They X'd him
What?
out, but I mean that's like spot on Michael Keaton Batman. Like he posed
Yeah, that's
for
from
that.
Batman Returns.
Is it supposed to be the same mural?
Or is this like a
yeah.
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
they
be the same
updated
mural.
it. So
They changed it because the fans were like, "Yo, that's
This movie just continues to.
cheap."
I doubt they changed it because of the fans. They don't listen to us.
but I
I
mean,
liked
like,
it
you
better
can't even see
before.
Robin.
You can't.
I
see
would
him.
imagine like
Is
they're
that
going
really-
to stop
Maybe
in front
it's a
of
different
it.
one.
I'm
like
gonna
some
air.
of
I'm
those
gonna
boobs.
air on the side of. There's several murals in Gotham.
There's probably more than one.
Ah,
Okay,
Okay,
I was
I'm just
thinking
gonna
it's
say
the
this. According to Batgirl Film News, who's a good friend of mine, he says it's the same one.
It's because if you
Okay.
look at
We'll wait
the
and see.
right side of Batman, you see that little blob of red, and there it's
Right
on
there.
both of them.
Red stuff.
And then you see that
There's
sort of
red
like
right here.
and you see the sort of like the two, I guess,
Yeah,
you're
this
right
looks
there.
like a kind of like an
You
M.
see that
like,
little shape or whatever? That's right next to
It's right there.
That's-
It's the
so
same
it's,
one.
It's
So
the
much
same.
smaller.
Yeah, it's the
Huh.
same one. It's just.
I mean,
updated.
obviously, we're looking at it from an angle, so it's kind of harder to see. But
Yeah.
you can tell they just did this because look, it's all clean. They're like, all right, now tag over his face.
well, they put all the spooge
But they
marks
really
all over.
changed everything. I mean, even
mean,
the
why would they
positioning of
do
the body.
I didn't see like a lot of mad complaining about that though. When this came out, I didn't see a lot of people complaining. They were just like, "Oh wow, Robin's on there." That's it. I didn't see no people mad about it or upset. So why would they change it?
I don't
Yeah.
know. The only
It's
thing I
so
can think
much
of was that
weird.
this is how it started, and then they were like, okay, so once let's let everyone see this, and then what they won't know is that it'll look like this. But then
So you
they
think
got
they're
leaked
trying to
anyway.
Yeah.
I think.
We just
I
posted
mean,
new
I
shit.
I thought that, to be honest with you, I thought that the mural was just going to be like maybe an Easter egg, like maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. But if they're really like going back and like wasting more time and money to update this thing, then we might see this thing. You know, they might highlight it in the film somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Well, maybe they expected it, the director, so maybe he thought it was going to look more like Michael Keaton, and he didn't like the way it looked.
But I mean,
she, sorry.
It's a guy.
He? My bad.
There's two of them, two guys.
The two guys.
Brothers. Yeah.
Scolari brothers?
No, I forgot the name.
Scolari brothers.
Scolari brothers.
Scolari brothers.
Tried him for murder. Gave him the chair.
RJ says maybe they changed it because Robin existing could be a spoiler. Maybe they covered it and made a new version as a cover for the real mural featuring Robin. Who knows?
Well, that's a bad job.
I know, but we already saw this one, so it's like, oh, now you're gonna tag over his face. You're gonna defame him.
I know. It's like everybody's killing Robin these days.
Yeah, I know. Give Robin a chance.
You want Robin to
matters.
Wait. I have a theory.
What's
Maybe
that?
it's before and after something. I don't know.
Tittins.
Yeah. Like
Tittins.
The Flash movie's gonna do with timelines. Maybe that's before and I don't know.
Flash drive.
Oh, it could be. Could be.
Because that might be a nice clean
that.
mural, and then after Flash does something, you can go back and it's all tagged and stuff.
Specifically for the Batgirl
I don't know.
movie, which takes
Just
place
a guess.
after the Flash.
Yeah, it's not in the Flash movie.
That Batgirl
Max.
film
God
movie
damn
they
it.
just dropped a picture though. They just dropped a.
They're just trying to get people
Maybe
maybe
they
talk
just made
about the
more
damn
than one.
movie.
They just dropped a picture of Leslie Grace.
Who did?
Ain't bad, Matt.
Whatever that is, Batgirl film news.
Oh, there
Let
he
me
is.
see.
Matt
dropped
wants
a
to
nice
update his background.
Hey!
No, I'm keeping this one. I like this one. I don't,
And Prakash, I'm trying to get to that right now. Anthony, do you have the?
I mean,
oh wow, this is the new one right here. Look at this. I got
What
it.
was that?
Prakash coming
Look at
through
that.
in the clutch.
Oh, there it is.
What is that? You can barely see it.
That's Anarchy. Oh, that's another.
That's her
another
mural.
villain.
Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry, hold on. There we go. So there's a better look at it. That's clearly Michael Keaton from Batman Returns.
does that
Robin
say Cal?
Yes,
Cal?
it does. K-A-L.
Anarchy Cal. What does that even mean?
Is that the,
There's a character named Anarchy.
I know, but he's a big fan of Kal-El.
that
No,
Batman's
it's-
facing
I don't
the
think it would-
direction?
A Cal.
Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That is legit fucking Michael Keaton right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's George Clooney.
Val Kilmer.
Relax.
But that's interesting, though. You know, it's just the fact that they would go those lengths to change the look of it is pretty
Yeah.
extreme.
It like I said, I think that this is actually going to be a piece in the film where it's not going to be just like a flippant, like, oh, it's a little flyby or whatever. They're actually going to have.
They're going to walk
like,
by this
some
and stop and talk to
character.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're going to do something.
that's better. But
Is
no,
the
I mean,
Cal tag, is it like a
It's just interesting.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
PR for a Batgirl movie that should be about Batgirl.
yeah, I know. Well,
I
you know,
mean-
it just leads to more speculation, you know,
Yeah, it's
and
like
we're all
a
about
shadow.
speculation here. We're all about it.
Oh, you changed your background.
Who? Oh, he did. Yeah, that's the other one. I thought you meant mine. I was like, I did? Huh?
I know he's
Um,
been there for a
Let
little
me
bit dancing.
see if I can find. You know what? I don't have.
Mm.
How did I forget to get this? I
I
need
don't
the
know.
background, the new picture of Leslie Grace.
Oh,
I
the
can find
Party
it real
City
quick.
catalog.
Oh yes, please. She's beautiful in this costume.
Let's see, where is it? So, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
There's some shots of her in action.
Oh
Look at
really?
this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that
Let's
looks
see,
great.
I might have to change them.
Wow, that's really tiny.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? There
I
she
can't
is right
see.
there.
I'm
I'm gonna
old.
look on mine so I can see better.
Yeah. Where's it on DC Comic?
Yeah, look at that. Nova's. I don't read Spanish. But look, and then she got cold and put a little hood on.
Oh yeah.
And look, there's the cowl,
Oh boy. Okay.
and that's the all leather suit.
All right, so everybody leave the stream, go check out these photos, and then come back.
Well, you can look at it on your phone. I mean, look, it's the best that I can do right now. If I try to zoom in, watch, look what happens. Hold on, control.
Oh,
Look at nothing
Uh-oh.
happens. Everything else zooms in. But oh, you know what I can do then? Maybe I can just do this.
Enlarge.
There we go.
Enhance.
How's that? Is that better?
enhance.
Look,
That's
there
a
she
little
is
bit
right
better.
there. There's that, and then she got cold. Or maybe that's a new suit. But look at the cowl. It's like a helmet.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
What?
What?
Yo, who is at what? Macon? Go back up. Macon 2600.
What are you talking about?
The name,
because I can't see.
handle.
I can't see that shit.
Yeah.
Like you,
Batgirl.
oh, let's see.
So anyway, there's some shots of Batgirl. Yeah, I know. I should bring him on.
Like
He'll
the
say
chair.
no. Let me fix that.
It's still hard to see on my own screen because they're small.
Oh crap! Yeah, it's even smaller.
It's still hard to see if I pull it up on my own screen.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know it's hard.
the first two pictures, that third picture, it looks like a bicycle helmet, but the first two, it doesn't. Like,
Oh, so
Yeah.
they changed it.
it's
might
probably
just
for
be
some kind of prop for like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I
Oh.
have different versions.
on
for
one of them,
different
she has like a
reasons.
strap coming down, but the
Yeah.
Oh,
other two,
that's not a strap. That's the letters. I think. No.
that's a strap.
You're right.
I gotta
It's
look
like
on my
it's-
phone so I can
yeah,
zoom
yeah.
in.
It's really
They're
small.
so tiny.
There's
I mean, it's about 4 inches. That's pretty large, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Yeah, yo,
That's big.
yo, I
That's
said
big,
that.
right? Oh my god! Yes.
yeah, I saw that before we started.
It doesn't get any worse for him. I'm telling you, man. It's just it's horrible.
So maybe
Horrible.
maybe the one with the strap on it is just for
got it on my
purposes. I don't know what purpose, but
It's like
the
goggles.
first two pictures, that looks like a full on cowl and shit.
Yeah, I see. Looks
It
like
kind of does. You're right.
But the third,
she has
and fourth-
goggles on.
the fourth picture looks
She's
weird.
riding
Like
her
she has,
back
the
cycle.
fourth picture looks like she has on a Batman beanie, like one of those beanies.
No, no,
with
no, no, no. I see what it is. I zoomed it on my phone.
with
It's a shadow. And she has goggles.
She does have goggles on. I
has
The
can't.
goggles
strap
on?
is coming. It looks like a shadow. I mean,
I
it's
can
not
see that.
actually a strap. You
No.
gotta zoom in on I'm zooming in on my phone. You can see it better.
Yep.
In the first picture,
Let's see.
no, the second. Okay, she has goggles on, and then
She
on one of the pictures, it's moved up to her head. It's resting on her head, and then there's like a shadow being cast, and it looks like she has a strap on her chin, but she doesn't.
Oh god, this is getting
Okay.
worse.
Reign of the Zeverman. I love it.
And then he leaves too.
I
right?
like
Not even
the
there for
the
it.
one on the bottom right the best. That's
There you go. There you go.
The
Um,
proportions
I
are
can't
so
wait
off.
for that movie.
Okay, so let's talk about one of the second major topic of the show, which is the Batgirl suit.
Mhm.
What
Yes,
did you guys
I
think of
love
the
it.
suit?
Nice.
Max?
Love it. It's like a nice mix of classic and modern, more practical. She looks stunning in it. My friend Brian likes. He's like, this Alicia Silverstone and Batman Robin's GOAT, and I'm like, no.
What?
This looks better.
No, I don't know about that, but I mean,
What?
it's
Yes.
I wouldn't go
Allie.
that far.
Allie, what did you think of the suit?
I wish I was as optimistic. I don't like it. Like, I like the cowl. That's the first thing that I like. I like the cowl,
You
especially
want to
when
buy
you
that
cool.
jacket? That jacket's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a jacket.
And they
I don't
slapped the
like
bat
it.
on there, like,
Like,
got it.
yeah. See, that's why I don't like that. It's like bulky.
Homemade?
I hate bulky suits. Like they bother me.
Well,
I'm not
it's-
saying it has to be sexy, but I don't like.
You like when it conforms to the
It's
body.
not form fitting whatsoever. It's not very
Yeah,
flattering.
I don't like that.
I'm with
And
you on that.
it looks too much just like okay. I've seen the whole argument, especially when I made a video about it. This is probably just her homemade suit, probably her homemade suit.
Yeah,
well,
it
we've
has
seen
to be.
those, and there's way better versions. I mean, okay, even if it's her first suit, which is fine, I just don't like the design that they went with. Even if it's, I mean, I don't care about the color. Like the color's fine and all of that. I just think that like it looks just too much like a jacket and like I don't know. I think it's underwhelming.
Dare to defy.
I think it's that's
Yeah,
what the
pretty
first
much.
thing everyone's comparing it to. Yeah, is CW.
The Flash.
I'm not crazy about it. I know that sometimes like the first image of the suits are not always, they don't always look the best.
Well,
I do think I think she looks beautiful, and I do like the
Mhm.
picture of her and the cowl. But I just think the suit is a little underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, it's her first suit, and I get that. And yes, it is comic accurate, but
Yes.
and like I said in my video, it's like, yeah, sometimes comic accurate, you have to have. It looks a little too unrealistic if you're overly comic accurate, and so. But I get what they're going for here, and I'm willing to wait and see what it looks like on film. I mean, I'm excited for the movie. I want to see where the story goes. I want to see how they're going to integrate, Keaton and all the other bullshit. But overall, this suit, I wasn't too impressed by it.
I think especially because so far in the DCEU, we've had such beautiful suits. Like, it's one thing that has been consistent across the board is that, their suits are so, like, they're great. They all have, even like Orm and Aquaman, he has some of my favorite suits in like all the movies. They all have good suits.
With the exception of Birds of Prey.
Okay, well,
thank you. I wasn't going to say anything.
I don't count those as suits. I wouldn't even count those as suits. But
that's very costume.
But all the main, the main superheroes that we've had so far, they all have beautiful suits, and I just don't see.
It just looks like the Party City Halloween catalog. You could have got this out of.
I mean, I could see her running around with the guys from Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad that came out last year.
This look at the end of the day, but the other problem too when you do these, you have to see it under the camera of like when the movie's being shot. How is it going to be lit? This is just
they don't always look the same. Like
right,
sometimes when you see,
but that's my point. That's the other thing too. Is that like why wouldn't you put out an image that was like accurate to how it's going to look on film? Instead, it looks like she was like, "Hey, set up some lights. Hey, stand right there. Go." All right, go.
Looks like
it's not a set picture though. Like
no,
sometimes just like behind the scenes set pictures you get, you're like, ooh. But this is actually like a picture.
Like her cape is glowing.
Granted, a lot of the suits that we've had so far still look good in regular ass pictures, like Superman, Batman, the Flash, Aquaman. They all look good. Orm, they all look good on just regular pictures.
We want comic accuracy. No, not this.
It looks like pleather.
No, see, that's what I mean. You can still have it. It doesn't always have. If it's okay, the Flash suit is not comic book accurate.
The Flash suit is not comic book accurate. You're right.
It's not.
And I'm not a huge fan of the Flash's helmet, his serrated helmet. That's the only thing I don't like about his costume. I like everything else though.
Well, I mean, Zack Snyder Justice League Flash. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same suit? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do see that people can say, oh, it looks like it's in the comics. Yeah, but when you're making live action, it's not always going to look, it's not always going to like perfect. Oh, they copied it right out of the comics. That doesn't mean it's going to look just as good on screen. They might have to, like Andre was saying, might have to make some changes so that it looks better.
I personally don't mind the design.
Not a flattering angle.
But it's not that flattering of an angle. But number two, I think it's too glossy. I think the cape looks too satin. It just looks too.
I really like the bright colors. It's really.
I don't mind colors. The colors don't have to be muted, but they don't have to be shiny.
There we go.
The color is fine. I think the color is fine. I just don't like that it's kind of like someone had mentioned on my channel, and I kind of see where it looks kind of like a biker outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like jacket. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it based on that picture.
It really feels like I mean, look at the ears.
Yo, look, check the Nicotina Show chat. This is a tweet or not a tweet, a fucking Instagram story from the director.
Really?
This is what I think about. This is my opinion of the suit right here. What he says.
Where is it?
I sent it in the Nicotina Show thing. It's
There's
a tweet.
There.
Come on, man. Look at the Nicotina Show.
Oh, no, stop. The breaking news.
I just sent
you. Oh, that's where that came from. I saw people passing
this
it
one.
around.
No,
what's in there?
Is there not a fucking tweet in there? Look, she's showing it right now.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh yeah. Okay, there it is. I had to update it. I had to refresh.
Yo, my thoughts, and this fits it perfectly. The director says it looks like shut the fuck up and wait for the movie. That's basically all you got to know right there. Just be quiet. Look, when this picture actually dropped on my show Friday night, somebody was like, check your fucking group chat. I was like, what? Oh my God. And then I found it and I was like, oh shit, looks all right. Wait for the movie, dude. Just wait for the movie.
Wait for the movie.
We can talk about all we want about what it looks like. Wait for the movie.
I mean, it probably will look better.
Well, okay.
Like-
this is what another thing I want to ask you guys about. So this response from one of the directors, Max. I know you got to go really soon, so I wanted to ask you: do you think this was the wrong response to give to?
I mean,
to the
we
fandom,
gotta
or do you
give-
think
we
he's just
gotta
joking
give-
around?
We got to give people in the industry some leeway with their freedom of speech. Like, of course, they should be a little more respectful to the consumers. But
Sure.
can't this
This
is
would've been mad
obviously
as why.
intention was fun. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it was a meme. I mean, are we really going to be offended by this?
No.
I
I hope-
mean,
I wouldn't. Like that was
no. We're all grown ass adults though. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
you
know.
I mean,
but I've
these are
seen
movies
already
that are
people
made
being
for
offended
kids.
on this on the internet.
Yeah,
It's like,
tell kids shut the fuck up.
you know, we want people to be people. Really, you know, people in the industry, they work hard. They give us our entertainment. We want to have them some leeway. We want to nitpick everything they do to death and just have some fun with it. All we're saying is wait for the film in a fun way. You know.
Yeah. I mean, does it look like a jacket?
think it's
Yes,
expensive.
it does. It
Yes,
looks like
yes,
a jacket. It
yes.
looks exactly like
It looks like a jacket.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It
at
is,
the same time, it doesn't like frighten me to the point like, oh my god, it's gonna be so bad in the movie. I'm just like, when the movie comes out, what if she has that on for 20 minutes and then she changes to a different suit?
See, I think it'd be cool if she got like a awesome fitted suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
think this is probably the first one, and then I guess
You'll
it's
have like
Keaton.
2 or 3 before the end of the film.
No,
Mhm.
no. I think she'll get with Keaton and he'll be like, "Yo, let me fucking hook you up."
He
And
like,
then
yo,
Let me
you're
hook you up.
ridiculous.
Yeah, let me hook you up with it.
I think that'd be
I mean, I just gave the Flash, the guy that isn't the Flash. I gave him one of my old costumes. He painted it red.
He's painting the roses red.
No,
Well,
I
I do have to head out. I got to get something to eat, and then I got to shovel my walk and my driveway. I still haven't done that
snow.
yet today.
Oh, you got
There's
bombarded.
a lot of stuff.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'll have to
Well,
remember to take this off first, so I don't scare the neighbors.
Well, Max, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I really do appreciate you
sure.
showing up and being here and talking with us about the topics. Where can they find you and all your content, Max?
Movie Madness and Entertainment. I just passed 5K. It's passing like for smaller content creators. It's like passing 100K for me. I'm like a working man. I am in a Doom mask in my dining room. We have a lot of fun there. I love collaborating with everyone here, and it was really fun topics. And yeah, Joss Whedon sucks. Wow,
Joss
he
Whedon
sucks
sucks.
hard.
There we go. He sucks
I mean, that
real
says
hard.
it all right there.
He sucks big time.
It's fire.
There's your homework card.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon sucks. Yeah.
By the
And,
way, happy
are
birthday.
you going to be live tonight on your channel?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
We'll probably have some great panelists, hopefully.
Oh, you might
because
catch me.
I usually don't
Uh-oh.
do streams on Mondays, but I was home
Today's the
today.
exception.
Yeah, because Martin
Hey.
Luther King Day and then Joss like unflushable resurfaces.
Yeah.
On
You might be lucky, if y'all for y'all who don't know, during Monday Night Football tonight, the
Yes.
Moon Knight trailer is gonna drop.
He says it in
might-
about an hour and a half. So,
It depends.
Okay.
It might, he might catch it on the show, is what I'm saying. That'd be fire. That's a
oh
fucking-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for that one.
Do it
It should be good. But Max, thank you so much for coming on here, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, thanks. Anytime. I'll be back.
All right.
Come over my way too, everyone.
Okay.
We will.
Yeah, but he's not going live right now, so
Right.
don't go there right
Right
now.
in that.
No, right now. Wait, stay to support the Nicotina show.
Everybody bounce.
No,
in the chat,
let's
yo.
go
You
right
son of a
now.
bitch!
Let's go right now.
Did somebody put the link in the chat?
Yeah. Put the,
This picture's funny.
Oh shoot, here we go.
oh, there we go.
All right, Max. Thank
Oh,
you so much
all
for
right.
coming on, man. You have a
All
nice
right,
night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So there's only 2 more topics left, and we're going to kind of get to those as fast as we can. We are coming up on an hour and a half, so I don't want to keep everyone for too long. But the next topic is the show Peacemaker. Now, did you guys have a chance to watch Peacemaker?
Nope.
Anybody besides myself?
I watched it.
Somebody say penis?
Did you watch Peacemaker, Neil?
Yeah, did somebody say penis? What?
Ryan, I know hasn't seen Peacemaker.
I have not seen it.
No. I'll put you down there because you're not on camera. Okay, so Anthony, what was your take on Peacemaker? Do you
Oh,
like
I
it?
thought it was fire. I thought it was.
Okay, go ahead. Here we go.
Yeah, no. Look, man. Look, I talked about it. I talked about it on Four Nerds, and then on my show also. Like the reason why I watched it because I wasn't going to at first, but I thought a lot of people watch the content I do to hear my opinions on things, and so I decided I gave it a watch, and yeah, it's more the same from the Suicide Squad. Look, the plot is interesting. I just thought that there's so much unnecessary. Look, I'll go ahead and tell you spoilers. Sorry.
Go ahead.
There's a scene where Peacemaker's clapping cheeks. Absolutely 1,000% unnecessary in this show. Like, did not belong.
Freedom!
They could have alluded to it. Leading up to that scene, basically the premise is I've been in prison for this long and haven't been with a woman, so they had to show him being with a woman. Get the fuck. Matter of fact, it's not a sex scene; it's softcore porn. Like it's literally very, very
what
graphic.
you're saying is Joss came in and gave him some pointers on.
Here we go. There it is.
I think he's his own little weirdo too.
Yeah, I think
yes, I
personally, agree. I mean, there's a lot of people like it. Like I say, if you like it, if you have enjoyment spending your personal time watching these stuff, the movies, whether it be a show or whatever, I'm happy for you because but I watched the first 3 episodes because they dropped them all at the same time, which is also we've talked about it on all our content that we've done. Whenever you have a series that you have to drop 3 episodes at one time, that's a kind of a red flag because it's like.
Did you just say Rick Flag?
What?
Oh, I bring up Rick Flag.
And they brought him up in the show too, man.
Oh no!
That was that humanizing moment he was trying to have, and then all of a sudden the other guy comes in. He's like, "Yo, man, what are you got your dick out? What?" And I'm like, "What is with this show? What is with James Gunn and his penis envy?
If they
what
did,
the hell is going on with this?"
I think some of the other humor would work better if there wasn't so much unnecessary. He literally tells the one girl, he's like, "Yo, I have a big dick. It's like uncomfortably big." And I was like, why did you say that?
It's too much.
Yeah. The act. Now, I will say this, though. It's the best looking DC series I've ever seen. The production quality is fire. It looks really good. So VFX look good. The Eagly or whatever the fuck is it?
Eagly.
Really good. Looks really good. I'm like,
Eagle.
It's like what?
Eagly is funny. I really like
when the eagle hugged him. I did laugh at that. I was like, okay, this is
that. And then when he bit the girl, she's like, "Ah!" He said it was friendly. Oh, towards me.
Yeah. They can't. It's like they get to a point. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then hold up. Let me throw in. Let me talk about. I made the girl come 3 times. Did you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying about unnecessary stuff that they put in this show. But that, right. I'll say this. I'll probably finish
pedophile stuff 10 years ago.
See, that's why it's still even bad.
I mean, it just like if he really was, he'd be like, yo. I'm going in the exact opposite direction of what all this negativity about me. No, he's like, wouldn't it be funny if we just talked about
let's lean in. So
freedom.
And if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You're not. It's not like you're. It's not. Which I don't know how the season's gonna end, but it's not like you're.
If you don't watch it, you won't understand the Flash.
Exactly. It's what I'm saying. It's not like that. It's not like that. I don't think anyway.
See, Gillis liked it. He said Peacemaker was fine. Okay, look. I'll be honest with you guys. I actually like the show. I think it's funny, and I enjoyed it. But the 3rd episode, I was like, you know what? I want to see where the story goes. I like the hook at the end of the 3rd episode. Like the way it ended, I was like, I want to see where this is going to go now. I thought it was entertaining. Is it the best show I've ever seen? No, it's not. But it's something different. Exactly. Comedy is subjective.
Entertainment is subjective.
I don't want anybody to mistake that what I'm talking about. The unnecessary stuff. I am a vulgar motherfucker. Like I love some dirty comedy.
Language.
It's not in my comedy. Not in my comic book shows on this level. Don't mistake it. Like Anthony doesn't like the F word. Oh, I fucking love the F word. So just make sure you know that there's nothing here that's like it's too vulgar for me. I just think it's not placed where it should be placed in a show like this.
No, it's overused. It was overused through 3.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of this day, does the show suck? No. It's in between right now because of the thing that at points in times, like when I was watching it, right, I'm like, all right, that enough. Please stop talking about your penis. Please stop showing you in underwear. Can we get this? I like the one thing I do like about Gunn is he is a nut, and I like when he gets into the extraterrestrial or monster kind of things. That kind of aspect is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when it came to like, I didn't like Vigilante. I don't know much about Vigilante. All right. I remember it from the Arrowverse and how they were doing it, but they make him a fucking tart. He's a tart that knows how to kill. And what they're also trying to do is what you saw too, because John Cena, I like John Cena. So, his acting is not bad. They're trying to like humanize his character. And then 2 seconds later, he starts talking about his dick again. So then that takes you out of it. You're seeing like a struggle with a character, like he's struggling with the fact that he killed Rick Flag and this and that, but then all of a sudden you go put your penis away and you start having like this weird back and forth between two characters.
Dude, it lasted too long. He was like this for like 10 minutes.
And that scene went on too long. But then at the same token, the choreography in the show.
Hey, Axel,
I like it.
New member, he re-upped. Thank you, Axel. Thank you, Axel.
What RJ? What are you saying? Why is this
comedy is ultimately subjective, and what you're going to connect with or find enjoyable or tolerable will vary. It won't be a show for everyone.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fine.
I know, but why must you come out and defend it in that realm? I'm like,
well, he's trying to lecture you about comedy.
Yeah, well, that's great, RJ.
Everything is subjective.
Everything, right? Get out of here with
everything
subjective.
we watch. But it's like you can still tell. I haven't watched it because I already know where it's going. I can already tell from the movie that's where that show was going to go, and I have no interest in even some of the screenshots I've seen where like he talked where the little girl asks him about Wonder Woman. Have you met her or seen her? Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, they hadn't reached that point yet, but yeah.
Oh, okay. It's from a trailer, right? It's from a trailer.
This is a preview of Project Justice League right here.
You don't need the amount of derogatory humor that is being thrown into it. That's all I'm saying.
And I mean, hearing what you guys are saying, it just proves that my predictions about how that show would go because.
I like aspects of the show. I
think
fighting and all that kind of shit's pretty damn badass. But
you can have that kind of humor and stuff like that, but there is a point where it gets like, okay, we get it.
How about Kick-Ass? Kick-Ass is a derogatory, super kind of driven
thing.
That doesn't
like Kick-Ass.
I love Kick-Ass.
But if you read Kick-Ass, it's just like the movie though.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like William, shouts out to William. What's the Sci-Fi Center? He was in the chat on my show on Friday, and he said, I have several Vigilante comics. He said it's crude, but it's not like crude how it's portrayed on the show. So it's like it's got some foul shit in it, but it's not like
foul shit's fine.
Yeah, but he said there's no dick jokes and shit. Like there's not.
See, it's more funny if it's not so overused. Like that kind of stuff is more funny. If it's just constant, it's like all right, you get it.
It was just being thrown out there a little too much, and I was like, all right, I don't need that. But at no point did I turn away from the show and go, I'm not going to watch this. I was still being intrigued by the show.
Still engaged,
I thought the intro was entertaining to the point where I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I'm like, why are they
go ahead and be honest.
It was like a Donkey Kong dance.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when the day the show came out, that intro dropped, like I saw it early. I was like, I'm scared to watch this. That shit is trash, bro.
I like
intro.
I just
I can't believe they convinced Robert Patrick to do that dance. I was like, they convinced T2.
Apparently, Robert or Steve Agee, he plays the dyed beard.
Yeah.
He was on the Baka stream and he talked about how James Gunn wanted to do a dance number for the intro because he did one, I guess, in an animated movie that he did a while back, and so that was already.
They were going to do.
That was something he planned ahead of time.
Ghostbusters 2016.
Keywords. Animated.
Yeah, dance numbers are awesome.
Peacemaker is great. It's best show. That's a comment.
Have we seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I mean, there was a dance number in Guardians of the Galaxy. Dance off.
Yeah,
and that was the worst part of the fucking movie.
It's so annoying. He's so annoying. He's so annoying. That's how I. Yeah. No.
It just seems that each time I've seen Gunn come out with something, there's some kind of crazy weird narrative where it has to be the best thing that's ever come out, and I don't understand that.
Well, he has a lot. He's got a lot of supporters, so that's why.
Yeah, but I mean, I think one of his good movies was fucking Slither, and that movie is out there. That's a horror. Slither.
Slither.
It is whacked out there, but I don't, and like you said, you released 3 episodes and now you're
Gryffindor kind of guy, but
that's because you had to get to the plot of the goddamn story by the 3rd episode, because if you watch this one episode, you're like, wow, what is this about, cock and balls?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. He's just going to be
I thought WB wanted family friendly.
Well, that's the funny part about this too. When you watch this, right, you're like, wow. You guys are like, oh, we have to go more lighthearted and this and that.
Yeah.
And then you see this shit come out. You're like, oh, okay.
Go as rated R as you want.
Yeah, this is rated R as you can get when it comes to at least language and certain things. But when you look at the story, you're like, all right, we're going extraterrestrial and kind of crazy stuff. And, all right, cool. Some of the back and forth with some of the characters is good. And then you're like, you know what? I'm sure there's going to be a little more depth to certain things, but you can dial down the derogatory and fucking broken shit.
Yeah.
If you had to rank it, 1 out of 10, what would you give the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker? Anthony, let's start with you.
5.
Neil,
Like as an average.
5 out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, so we're averaging the first 3. I'll go in the 6.5. Just because.
I'll do even better. I'll go 7, just because I enjoyed some of it. So check out Peacemaker. It's on HBO Max. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you like Peacemaker, or do you think it's trash? So now, before we move on to the next topic, I do want to say that I'm giving away a copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League, the 4K edition. It's a Blu-ray and 4K, so this is an awesome setup right here. This is courtesy of Time to Game. He's over on Twitter. Definitely check out his channel on Twitch as well. Anthony, can you do me a favor? Can you find the link to his Twitch channel so we can and post it in the chat? Would you mind doing that? Okay, so what we're gonna do to give this away is I'm gonna do one trivia question. Okay, and this is not gonna be for members only. This is open to the general public.
Good.
So what's this? 1? Oh.
They're ranking.
I want to do it now because Bat Dan's leaving. So now I really want to give this away. Okay, so the question is, what is the name of the actor that plays Ryan Choi in Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Oh, the Atom.
That's it.
Okay.
No.
We're not supposed to answer, right? Okay.
No. You guys are you guys are not allowed to win.
I already have one. So
I have the UK version.
Let's see.
His Twitch is not connected to his Twitter account.
Okay, well then maybe he's post to Twitter then.
I see it.
And Prakash is the winner. However, okay, he won. Ryan Zhang.
However,
where do you live?
Damn it.
Droga, what the hell is Zane Kai?
What's that?
What?
Someone put
Zane Kai. What is that?
Someone put Kai Zhang. Where are people getting Kai Zhang from?
Actually, it's
Maybe
not.
that's another.
Prakash, you're not the winner. Sorry about that. The actual winner, the name is Zhang Kai, so that actually goes to Axel Droga, 52. In the clutch. Now,
I thought his name was Ryan Zhang.
No, his name is Ryan Zhang.
Okay, what the hell is going on right now?
Okay,
the actor's name is Ryan too.
Has just gone awry.
Let me see.
Zack Snyder.
Okay,
I'm
while
pretty sure
Ali looks that up, it says that's not. I see Zhang Kai. Maybe that's his Chinese name.
Cobra Kai.
Maybe
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
All right,
that's what I was thinking.
This is old dude's Twitter. That's it. Time to game
tonight.
Ryan Zhang, Ryan Choi. I see it right here on IMDb.
What is it? So what's the answer?
Ryan Zhang.
Well, look at Kai.
But it also says Zhang Kai.
Ryan.
Ryan
was born. Ryan was born as Zhang Kai. So it's both correct.
Well, that's a bad
Ryan's
question.
Day and
Okay, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do a new
Good at
question
the,
because
giveaway.
this is going to be very controversial.
Prakash says, "Play a fail for yourself, homie."
Yeah.
Damn, that's true. That's true.
Since you remember, I will go ahead and do that for you.
I mean,
Okay,
everybody
so-
in the chat's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Why'd you put those down?
It's just like when you tried to get me to come up with a question on the spot for a giveaway. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Okay, Ryan, come up with a good question. Zack Snyder Justice League question on the spot.
Zack
So the-
Snyder's
so the-
Justice League question. All right.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Everyone pay
what was
attention.
the
It's happening
name
right
of-
now.
All right. What is the name of the officer that that Ray Fisher saved in the park?
You better get that name quick. 'Cause I don't know the answer to that one.
That's a tough
I know
one.
who he played in the old movie, but I don't know his
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
name.
Okay.
Jimmy Ocean.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Ocean.
Dobby.
I thought you guys would know.
Oh wait, I got click on that. Let's see, guys.
This is the greatest
Anyone
giveaway
know?
ever.
Denny Trejo.
Turd Ferguson.
Ferguson. Oh, there you go. Anthony Beltray got
Mark-
it. Mark
Anthony
Mark
Beltray.
Hey!
Yeah.
What's in your trash can?
Not only that, but he did it twice.
He was like Mark McClure. Mark McClure.
Oh,
Hey, let me take care of Anthony's his give. I got him. Give me your address, Anthony. I'll send you something.
Sam Benjamin.
There you go.
He was.
There you
Hey,
go.
at least
Be a
Sam was in
picture.
the movie.
It's gonna be a picture of Aaron Rodgers, Anthony
Oh.
Beltray. That's what you
Look
get.
at Gil's like, how do we win? I've never seen it.
What?
Okay, so Anthony Beltray, DM me your information, and then I'll send it over to you as soon as I can. So yeah, congratulations, Anthony Beltray is the winner of the Zack Snyder Justice League 4K copy. So congratulations, man. On the day where Joss Whedon said the acting in this movie was bad. So fuck that.
The acting?
And there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go on to our next topic of the day. We have two more left. Actually, we have a couple more.
You can't
And
say
so,
two more.
You said two more topics.
Is there an
like-
end to this
One
broadcast?
Okay, so David Ayer recently came out and said, as of last night, he says somebody said, I mean, basically they were asking him like, you know, it's you don't have to do that much to your movie. I mean, it's basically we saw the gist of your story in the theatrical cut, and he says it's not simply plugging in a couple of deleted scenes. It's tone, a different first act, different music. It plays like an entirely different movie. Hell, I wouldn't even believe it either, but it does. Night and day. Such is the power of editing.
Okay.
Release the Ayer cut, and really, I brought this up just for Jesse Allen. But yeah, I mean, he's telling you right there that it's essentially almost an entirely different movie.
Don't need man.
And I hope we get to see this movie one day because I want to see the Ayer cut.
How do people learn this from what happened with Justice League?
No, people don't. People
Like,
forget what happened yesterday. People have like a short-term memory. It's like everybody has Alzheimer's or something.
Alzheimer's.
You said Airwolf.
I'm sorry.
That
What were you
that show was
saying?
fire.
Airwolf is sick.
Airwolf.
Yeah,
And
that show was fire, dude.
It was. And then the next topic. So hopefully we get to see that version of the Ayer cut. I want to see it. I don't know what they're waiting on, but let's move on to the next topic.
Give him past that.
Well, we got
So
through
this-
that topic pretty quick.
Yeah, it was a snippet.
Jesus.
So this is a video of Gareth Evans, who was who was set to be the director of the Deathstroke movie. I was robbed of my vengeance. This movie has been getting underway between creatives. This is what the account is saying, the hashtag Make a Deathstroke Film account. So this is a video where he talks about some of the pre-production stuff that he was doing for the Deathstroke movies. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Or do you want me to ask you about Deathstroke?
Both. I'll cover both because whichever one we cover on this one, my DMs or the comments will end up asking me about the other anyway. Look, when it comes to Deathstroke, which is the quicker answer, I got approached about it. I didn't 100% know a lot about the character at the time, so I did a deep dive and started reading a bunch of materials. Thought it was cool, had a cool concept idea for sort of like a really lean, like, nothing more than 100 minutes origin story that would feel really kind of like within the vein of the sort of the Korean noir films that I was watching at the time and really into. And so I was like, okay, I can do something with this and make something kind of cool with it. I spoke to the guys at DC about it, and they were into it. They liked the concept. And I spoke to Joe, who was supposed to be playing the lead at that time. And then I think Justice League came out, and then I think there was a change of personnel, and then suddenly Deathstroke stopped being the priority project for them. And so I think they were trying to reconfigure things and then see if they could go in a different direction with some of the projects or whatever, or tonally shift things. And so then in the end, I found myself in a position where, with Deathstroke, where it just kind of fell by the wayside and then, didn't have any follow-up. And so I was kind of like, okay, I guess this is just not happening now. And so and that's just really where it's been since then. So it's kind of just like hung in the ether somewhere.
That's horrible.
They're shifting, aka destroying everything, figuring out how do we. No, we don't want that.
What
Why
we
did
want
they
is
even
a
keep that
Batgirl
in
in a
the
biker
movie?
suit.
Why even keep Deathstroke, that scene in the movie? Why do that if they're just like, oh, here's him now? I hope you enjoyed that because you're not going to see his movie. Why would they even keep with Justice League? Why would they even? Because they did reshoots for his scene too with Jesse Eisenberg's dialogue was reshot. Why even? I don't get
That was probably mid-tonal shift.
It just sucks because, I mean, they were already kind of in production of this movie, and in terms of he had talked to Joe Manganiello, he talked to DC about it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we're not really focusing on a Deathstroke movie anymore. So can you just drop that topic, please?" It's just like, dude, that's a character we all wanted to see. I mean, look, he's here right now. He came to join us.
What's up? I mean, why wouldn't you want to?
I'm surprised Ryan didn't get his mask.
Yeah, where's your mask, man?
He's right here.
Let me see. Here it is. Oh God, it's taking too long.
There it is.
Oh, he's just gonna hold up to his face.
I'm just gonna hold it. Put it on. Jeez.
Glittering end.
His is nice. It's got like a matte finish.
Yeah, but you refinished yours, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
you sanded it down and stuff.
Irregular stroke.
I mean, look at yours. Is all shiny. His is like the nightmare version.
See, this is what I was saying about. Right. This is what I was saying about Batgirl. Right. Don't make his shit shiny.
Listen,
don't make your shit shiny.
I put a little turtle wax on mine. All right. I mean,
Neil's yours is like straight CW. And Ryan's is straight the Snyder.
Hey man, hey, the CW Deathstroke mask was fire, dude. When Deathstroke was on Arrow, his mask was fire.
Manu Bennett.
Yes, yeah.
Manu Bennett.
Manu. Mala the Slender.
Manu the Slender.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our last topic of the day, and that is the show called The Book of Boba Fett. Now, I have some issues with this show. Are you guys all caught up with The Book of Boba Fett?
Yes.
Are you planning on getting caught up, or you don't care?
Yes.
She's like, I don't care.
I don't watch Star Wars shows.
Okay, there we go.
I haven't watched Star Wars yet. She
Neil.
uncannily looks like Natalie Portman from the prequel trilogy.
Right, I have space buttons today.
There you go.
Holy crap!
Neil, have you watched The Book of Boba Fett?
About the Star Wars trilogy.
No, that's not. I said I don't watch Star Wars shows.
Oh,
I don't watch the series because I'm not into this. I'm not into the universe enough to watch the shows. I tried. I've seen plenty of Star Wars movies, but I don't watch the shows. I've tried to watch The Mandalorian. I couldn't get into it.
Tried, have you? Tried, have you?
I know.
Failed,
I've seen
you
plenty
have.
of movies.
I
tried.
Not in line with Disney.
Maybe
Plus,
quit watching so much DC. Star Wars, you must.
Okay, so let's talk about the Book of Boba Fett. I've been very disappointed.
Boba Fett.
You've been disappointed?
I've been very disappointed because you know what? I've found that the stories, each episode is pretty fucking boring. Now, his story that revolves around the Tusken Raiders is good. In fact, I would argue that the show should have started with that as the main story and then kind of progressed back to where he's at now. Because everything that's happening in current day, you know, him being the crime lord, he's terrible at his job. He's old. He constantly has to get in that fucking back to tank. Like, he's got to be in there like every 4.5 hours. Like, get me in my time.
Rejuvenation, he must.
So, is it a show that you think you didn't need?
I wouldn't say I didn't need. I just think that there wasn't a. I don't know. I don't like the story so far. The bikes in this recent episode I think looked so out of place.
They did.
I mean, he's the new damn you.
What?
Boba Fett, he's the new damn you.
What does that
That's
mean?
What the story's about.
Look, it's whatever the hell.
The damn you. He's the damn you.
The damn you. Now I get it. The damn you.
It's
the damn-you.
It's a slow burn. I will say it's a slow burn the way the show has started. But I mean, was there really ever that much backstory on Boba besides what you saw in like the early movies?
Brian, you want to answer that one and shut him down?
No, please. I'm not. I don't have a.
No. There's a lot of Boba Fett lore. I think what they could have done is really sort of adapted the 1313 movie that they were going to make or game rather. They could have taken that, but what they did, unfortunately, and this is why the Book of Boba Fett is suffering, is that the Mandalorian took a lot of what the Book of Boba Fett was, because the Book of Boba Fett was going to be a standalone movie.
Okay.
And then when they saw that the standalone movies, the Star Wars stories, ended with Solo, they were like, well, we're just not going to go forward with a Boba movie. We're going to stop at Solo and we'll just go Disney Plus. And Boba was like, you're not going to Disney Plus me. And so they made the Mandalorian, and they were like, okay, we're going to cherry pick a lot of the good ideas that we had in the Boba Fett movie and just adapt it for this Mandalorian character that nobody knows about, and then kind of grow with him, right? And then they were like, yo, we brought Boba into this thing, and they're like,
we brought him into this world. We'll take him out.
Like, well, there was a lot of concepts that they had that they were like, man, we can't incorporate. The Book of Woke. They can't incorporate, a lot of the stuff from Mandalorian. So what they're doing is they took some of the things that are Boba Fett centric or you need Boba Fett for, and they're trying to come up with a story to go along with that because they took so many elements out.
It seems like that. It seems like, because like when you were going for me, like, so, I don't know a shit. I don't know any kind of lore when it comes to Boba Fett. I've watched all the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that. But watching the show, I'm like, he just seems like a broke down character from where he is.
Does.
And I don't know if that's a play on what they're trying to do.
I think it's just because Tamar Morrison's kind of old.
Yeah. I mean, how much can
he's going to be like Michael Keaton's Batman. It's like, what
he was
can he
badass.
do?
Is that what we can expect out of Michael Keaton's Batman, where he can barely move? I mean,
he's like, get me back to the Batcave.
I know. I mean, and that's the thing too, is that he's constantly in that back to tank trying to rejuvenate himself, but he sure didn't need that shit in Mandalorian. He was fucking running around with Jaffe sticks, like going.
The story kind of like when you look at it, you're like, wait a minute. In Mandalorian, and like when you're doing the backstory,
what was that shit? He's like,
badass
with the Jaffe, the gaffy stick, like smashing dudes' heads in, being super savage. And then in this series, he's the opposite.
He can't do shit.
He can't do shit, and I'm just like, dude, where is that savage Boba Fett?
Maybe it's.
And then you got. And then they introduced this biker gang.
Oh god, yeah.
That he employs. So
it's a group of kids.
And
he's there to protect him. There they are.
There they are right there. That's them.
That's entourage.
That's good.
Actually, this is them right here. But I'm telling you, this was their inspiration. They were like, we're gonna model it after these guys. I mean, this guy on the left is a dead look-like this guy right here with an eye.
You go, Joe. Supposed to work on water.
What's the matter, McFly? You got no scrote?
Hoverboards don't work on water. I kept waiting for that scene to happen, and it never did. The gang I thought was stupid. The bikes didn't fit. Like, why were they on Tatooine and they were so clean and shiny?
Yeah, the aesthetic.
These kids don't have any money. They don't have any jobs, but their bikes fuck clean as a whistle.
And also
like,
they can buy droid parts and
right.
add
And how do you
themselves.
right?
I was like, what?
Yeah, because look, she's got a robotic arm. He's got a robotic eye. And like, look at these guys.
And the one in the back, robotic dick.
Yeah, his clothes are hella clean.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's not a biker. That is, he's a student.
So right now the show looks too good.
The show it's just not impressing me. The story itself is not impressing me whatsoever.
There really is no big story. I mean, the best part of it was, like you said, the Tusken Raiders. I mean, like
the Tusken Raiders. That was
because
the best part
it
of the
was
story so far.
fascinating. It was interesting. They're like, hey, why don't we kill the whole village? Kind of like what they did in episode 2.
Right.
No. But
yeah,
yes.
like that going in the past stories, like when they're going back to whatever happened to him, which led to the Mandalorian, that was a more intriguing way to go with than where you started with him now. I will agree, you know, when it comes to that.
And that's sort of the reason why you have the time jump, because they're like, we're going to sort of entertain you with the present and entertain you with the past.
They do,
you know, because the story is not exciting or interesting enough to just keep it in one. Like
might not have much depth to it.
But Boba seems very overwhelmed by his job. Like he doesn't really know how to do his job. And I really thought that, okay, so if he's not going to be doing a shit ton of action himself, then he'd be one of those guys who's always like 2 steps ahead of you kind of thing. You know, like he's thought this out. I mean, he's a cerebral kind of guy. Instead, he seems more like a reactionary kind of guy. He's just like, oh, I'm going to rule it with respect. I don't really know what I'm doing. You know,
he's like, how do you get out of these shields? Everyone has shields around me. How do I escape?
Use your pack.
Shield?
Yeah, it's a good thing I have a proton pack behind me.
Get me back to the tank.
Get me back to the tank. And they had to carry him. The Gamorrean guards.
The Wookiee assassin was cool.
The Wookiee assassin was pretty dope. Yeah, he was pretty dope when they first introduced him. But when he came into his private chambers, I was like, how long have you been standing there staring at Boba in the tank? and number 2, how the hell did you get into the damn place, you big freaking Wookiee?
Yeah, he's not like he's very sly, and somehow he snuck past these guys and the 2 Gamorrean guards, and he got right outside his back of the tank and was staying there like.
And he bit a couple of them, which I don't think they're gonna get rabies shots, but he bit a couple of them, and like everybody survives.
Yeah,
like no one lost a prosthetic arm or anything like that. It was just like, there was a scuffle, and then he ran away.
And for Boba Fett, he's just letting everybody live too, which doesn't make. He's supposed to.
He's like, yeah, live for another day, so you can come back and give me some more story because I don't have any story.
Yeah, they might have swung and missed on this one. Maybe
it's just, to me, look, it has a shit ton of potential, but it's just not a very compelling story. And so I'm kind of left wondering, like, hey, are we going to get any more of this? Because there's got to be some more going on here. Because
see, now Chubby Teddy brings up a pretty good or interesting idea that I was like, yo, that would be pretty dope if Danny Trejo did, turn on him and have the. But it looks like he's going to be best pals with Boba.
When Danny Trejo showed up, I was like, what the hell is Danny Trejo doing here? And then obviously because of Robert Rodriguez, he brought him in, but it was kind of like, why is he here right now? And the thing is that like,
he got tired of training the Spy Kids.
Somebody said Robert Rodriguez isn't allowed to direct another episode of fucking
Star Wars. That
shit was hilarious.
It actually would have been cool if the Wookiee damaged one of the kids, then you see how they upgrade. Yeah, possibly, yeah. But that's the thing too.
Anything would have been better than what we're getting. What we're getting is so shallow. What we're getting is just like
it's Boba in his costume. Get excited.
It's like this is the problem is that we live in a society where it's consumer based, right? Get the content out there. Get the content out there. Does it make any sense? Did I ask you? I said get the content out there. That's all they care about.
Accurate.
They don't care about coming up with a really good story before moving forward.
Danny 3 hoes. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
3 hoes.
Yo.
But not only that, though, okay, so
Paul, you beat out Joey. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, you did. You beat him to the punch. But then at the same time, it's like you have the twins who show up, and those are 2 fucking Hutts. and they're being carried by like what 8 dudes or whatever.
Those guys, they had to have started. They had to have started going up to the palace before the Wookiee went to go kill Boba. They were like, "Yo, give us a head start. We got to pull these fat slugs up this thing and go all the way up to the
They're being
castle."
held by the strongest people in the history of the Star Wars universe.
It's so
ridiculous.
stupid. It's
ridiculous.
It's so stupid. It's just so stupid. I'm like, why doesn't it hover? Why are there dudes? I'm trying to find an image of it right now.
Yeah, they have hover technology, and they're like, "Yo, we want to be carried."
Struggle.
And it's like, can't one slug have its own platform?
No,
no, you got to put them both on the.
Also, their brother and sister, and they're just laid up on each other. All
like
nasty.
And then it's like, well, we noticed that your palace was a little Rancor empty. So we brought a new Rancor because there was a Rancor prior. See, I thought they could have left the Wookiee in the pit and made him sort of like the thing that's going to kill him because they're going to starve him, right? So he
man, you know what? Nah, because he got to come back.
They did that with Chewbacca though. They did that with Chewbacca.
He got to come back at the end of this. No. They had to let him go so he can come back at the end of the season and help him.
That's what I'm saying. Boba Fett's going to ride the Rancor. He's going to ride the Rancor. Okay. It's almost like jumping the shark.
But that was the other thing too, is that when he freed the big Wookiee, this guy, where is he? When he freed him, what did he do? He just ran off into the desert.
Yeah, like where are you going?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, it's gonna get hot any minute. Like you got a lot of hair on you, dude.
Sorry,
like,
but he could have caught up to the fat slugs on the thing.
Teddy, chill, homie. That's too hot, man. I couldn't put that on. I sweat to death. You said it's that you playing
be dripping.
Yeah, I die.
No, but it's just like okay, the Hutts on a platform being carried is a dumb concept. They should have realized that from the start. It should have been like, hey guys, let's not make them being held up by people like slaves. Let's make it hover. That's too unrealistic. And these guys aren't like big bodybuilders. They're like regular dudes. Like,
it would have made more sense if it was like something like that, like Gamorrean guards or something with like muscles and holding them up and all that.
And then when they're done talking to him, they fucking turn around and they leave. Like, okay, thanks, bye. The guys are like, "Fuck, here we go again. We're going downhill."
There's just no stake.
They're like, "We have hologram technology. You couldn't have sent them a fucking message.
You couldn't have called them on the fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like, we got to carry your fat asses all the way up to the Hutt's palace, and there's nothing around. There isn't like a ship waiting for them. No, there's nothing around. So it's like, how far do they have to hike? They're like, oh man, this is rough. This is a rough gig.
Yeah, man.
I hope they got good.
I just think it's not well thought out. I think a lot of this shit is just not well thought out.
And the Danny Trejo scene, he has the Rancor. I was like, wait, so you're giving him a Rancor, and he's gonna give you back the Wookiee, and you're like, no, you can keep him too. And then he just sets the Wookiee free, and the Wookiee just runs off.
Well, right. No, it's the same thing with the guy with from Office, Office Space, who was like, that's my stapler. When he was like, yo, Bib Fortuna, who's lesser than you, actually did this job, but I'm going to pay you who's failing double so that you can do what he was doing, but for more money. I'm going to pay you more. And then that was just like, what kind of logic is that I'm going to pay you double for not performing the job that the previous two damn yous were fucking doing? That's fucking stupid.
It's a what's it called?
It's a damn you.
It's a daimyo. A daimyo.
Yeah.
A daimyo. That's what it is. People are cool with Luke and Leia kissing, but the Hutts.
It's a humdinger.
That's when they draw the line. Let's not Hut shame. Yeah, Anthony, don't Hut shame, okay?
Man, they didn't know they were brothers and sisters. Chill, Joey. The Hutts are laid up on each other, real nasty. Yeah. Imagine sitting beside your sister, but her sitting on your lap. Disgusting.
Nice snail trail.
Oh, he just turned 91. That's awesome. That's a couple years younger than Michael Keaton.
Fucking Neil, man.
Oh, James Earl Jones, God bless his heart. So we'll see how it turns out. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. But I hope the story really does pick up. I don't want it to be a failure whatsoever. I want this show to succeed.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like so far, in my opinion,
my
it's
freaking
not
channel's
succeeding.
name is Ziver Fett. What the hell, dude? I want this shit to freaking be dope. So far, it's a nope.
It's a nope.
It's a nope.
God damn. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for all the topics I have for today. Is that everything I had? Yeah, that's everything I had. I'm finally done. Yes, I'm finally done. So Joss Whedon's a fucking idiot. He will never get out of right when your son walks over.
Yeah, he's like, ears.
Put it in the jar.
I'm sorry. What in the hut? So let's go around the horn real quick.
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut. He ate himself to death. Allie, where can they find you and all your content?
Earmuffs.
Yeah, on Twitter at SuperHiveDC, and my YouTube channel is SuperHive.
All right, Anthony.
Eat muffs. What the fuck? What is going on?
Apparently, there's no muff.
All right, all forms of social media at 2279ACS, add an underscore to that to Twitter, and the ACS Universe on YouTube, and almost streaming every night of the week.
There you go.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
You can find me on all forms of social media. Zebra Fett. And check me out on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and if you watch my videos, man, leave me a comment. I'd love to know who watches what video, and that really helps with my engagement.
Yes, and guys, really leave a comment in the comment section below.
Hey, don't steal my shit.
It could be about Joss Whedon. It could be about Ryan Zeverfett. Just say anything. They love
Say
the
anything
engagement
on mine, and then if you have any time left over before you have to go do something else,
it's right below. All you gotta do is tap on it and type.
Just go check out
Andre. Okay, there we go. I will like it.
I'll like it twice. I'll like it and I'll comment.
And I'll give you a thumbs up too. Neil, where can they find you?
You can find me. You can find me, everybody, on YouTube, The Irregular Neil. You can find me on Instagram, Irregular Neil. And remember, everybody, come take a ride on the irregular side. This guy, because why wouldn't you want to?
I like Paul's comment. He goes, "Sorry guys, hopefully the kid can't read."
Oh, he meant to say earmuffs. Is that it?
And then also, also big shout out to Anthony Beltray for winning this copy of Zack Snyder Justice League 4K on the day where Joss Whedon said that all the acting in this movie sucked. He's full of shit, and he knows it. And this is what you get: another copy of Zack Snyder Justice League out in the wild because of Joss Whedon's stupidity. Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to?
Also,
what?
At the beginning of the show, Andre said, "I'm feeling really generous. I'm gonna also give away a Blu-ray copy," but he said, "Fuck y'all." So there's no Blu-ray.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention that, but now that you have,
you know what? You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I did say that.
I was gonna give a Bluray copy, guys.
There's still
we'll see
33
you next
left.
week. Thanks for joining us tonight. And
I do have it right here. I said if I feel generous enough, maybe I'll do that. But you know, we're past the 2-hour mark. I want to wrap things up. However, I will be giving away tonight. I'll be doing the episode of the Midnight Run, which I haven't done in a long time, and I'll be giving away one of these little bad boys on that episode. It'll be a members panel. So Droga, you will be invited. He's like, yeah, God damn it, Beltray, that was mine.
Caleb says a bootleg copy.
I know, yo. Send him a fucking.
And guys, always remember, eat muffs.
Eat. What?
English muffin.
No.
English muffins.
No.
No.
These muffins are fire, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The muffs are delicious.
Yes, they are.
The
It's a really good McMuffin.
Well, with all the nooks and crannies, they're
Oh,
Yeah,
we talked
little
about
divots. You can put your butter on it.
You put your weed in there.
What?
Look, you can put in your weed.
Oh Lord.
What up,
Yes,
man?
this one
Off
goes
the rails, dude. Off the rails now. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go live tonight to talk more about this Joss Whedon bullshit with some of the members and Patreon. So, guys, definitely tune into that. And like I said, thank you to Ali, ACS, Ryan, and Neil for coming out like they always do and providing the Flyers show. Big shout out to Max for coming on earlier, and also Phil Barker, Phil Connors, Phil Barker for coming on the show. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. And remember to smash the like button, leave a comment in the comment section below to help bump up the interaction. Subscribe to the channel, of course. If you want to help support the channel, join the become a member of the channel like these guys here, and also over on the Patreon as well to help support the channel and keep the lights running in this facility of mine over here. And guys, I will see you guys when maybe tonight. Tonight I will be on, and then also on the 4 Nerds, which is this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, on the 4 Nerds Network channel. Ryan, are you gonna be doing any live streams this week?
I think I'm gonna do one tomorrow. So join me tomorrow, and we'll talk about the Moon Knight trailer, and I'll be I might be drawing something. We'll see.
He might be drawing something.
Maybe.
He's having flashbacks. He's like, all right on, guys. All right, I'll see you guys later tonight, and thanks for everyone who came out. You guys have a good night.